no laughing matter. With Mac Jones currently projected as a late first rounder, one team is undoubtedly considering taking a chance on the Heisman candidate.
The Bears. The Bears.
The Chicago Bears, after weaseling their way into the playoffs, are currently projected to pick around the 20th spot in this year's draft. So, with Jones question marks, should the problem-laden Bears draft him? Of course, the Bears already have a quarterback they drafted number 2 overall 4 years ago. But Mitch Trubisky has been on a downward trajectory since his 2018 Pro Bowl season. After being handed the starting job for 3 years, Trubisky entered the 2020 season in a tight battle with recently acquired Nick Foles for the starting position. He narrowly won the job and wound up throwing for a little over 2,000 yards on 67% accuracy and a decent 16 touchdowns and 8 picks. Not exactly MVP caliber numbers, but decent. Frankly, it just doesn't seem to me like Trubisky will get much better than what he has already shown. Despite leading the Bears to the playoffs twice in his 4 seasons, albeit by narrow margins, his overall career has seen him ranked 28th in QBR and in the bottom 10 in both passing touchdowns and interceptions. And he doesn't fit well into head coach Matt Nagy's West Coast college-style offense. Despite running a 4.67 40-yard dash, Trubisky only mustered 200 rushing yards this season in the run-pass option heavy offense. He threw more deep balls in 2020 than any other quarterback, yet ranked 31st in passing yards. Plus, GM Ryan Pace didn't pick up his 5th-year option, so he's an unrestricted free agent going into the spring of 2021. It seems clear that what you see is what you get with Trubisky. He'll be a middle-of-the-pack dude in the Bears' current system, and not much more. And with transitive property logic, the Bears will end up being a middle-of-the-pack team as well, that will only occasionally surprise and sneak into the playoffs' last open spot like they did this year. So, in my opinion, it seems clear that it is time to depart from the North Carolina alumnus if the Bears want to do better than consistent lackluster seasons and back-end wildcard appearances. But, is Mac Jones the right replacement? Can he solve the quarterback problems that have plagued Chicago for several years? First, let's evaluate if Jones can fit into Nagy's system. We know that Nagy runs a college-style RPO-heavy offense that loves the deep ball. Coincidentally, the defensive king Nick Saban was quoted this year as admitting that in today's college football, a good defense isn't good enough. The team needs a good offense to survive. To cope with the challenging landscape, Saban has introduced more run schemes and less drop-back passing situations to keep defenses on their toes. Sound familiar? The Bears employ a very similar strategy. And with Jones' success in the Crimson Tide system, it's not a far leap to presume he might fare better in Chicago than Trubisky. Additionally, Jones' arm strength has allowed him to lead the country in yards per attempt with 11.3. So when Nagy wants a deep ball, Jones can deliver. Mac Jones would almost certainly be a good fit for the Chicago Bears offense. However, if George McCaskey and the Bears want to learn from their previous mistakes, they have to figure out which head coach and general manager works best for the Bears. Is the answer Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy? It's too soon to tell, but that GM head coach pairing has been anything but a sure thing. The Bears have looked better down the stretch, but a 6-game losing streak early in the year saw this offense look even worse than when Lovie Smith led the charge on the sidelines. So if George McCaskey and President Ted Phillips like Mac Jones, they'll need to find a head coach that can definitely work well with Jones. Think Sean McVay and Jared Goff. And does Phillips trust Ryan Pace after the shaky decisions he's made since 2015? My point is the Bears have a lot of decisions to make, especially if they get embarrassed on Sunday to the New Orleans Saints. But it's not just about Mac Jones because the Bears have other options. With the 20th pick, Virginia Tech offensive tackle Christian Darrisaw will likely be available and could shore up Chicago's ailing offensive line. Another quarterback prospect in Florida's Kyle Trask will also likely be available, not only in the first round, but possibly in the mid-rounds as well. There's also been some talk that the Bears could look to acquire a veteran RPO-style quarterback like Teddy Bridgewater or Marcus Mariota this offseason as well. The thing is, the Bears have to be aggressive if they want to get a quarterback in the first 2 rounds. Atlanta could draft the QB of the future, and the Detroit Lions are heavily rumored to move on from Matthew Stafford in the offseason. Combine that with the San Francisco 49ers and New England Patriots not being happy with their current quarterback situations, and you have a pickle in Chicago. It's a perplexing situation where Chicago has to determine if a veteran or a rookie quarterback is the best fit for their offense of the future. However, it seems to me that A, Jones is a better athlete with a higher upside than Kyle Trask, and B, the Bears might be better off investing in their future glory than working to simply fill holes for the short term. Sure, a Mariota or a Christian Darrisaw might provide a moderate boost to an ailing team, but very rarely do veteran quarterback signings or offensive line picks convert a decent team into a great one overnight. The teams we now think of as Super Bowl contenders, like the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers, found their franchise quarterback in the draft. In fact, almost every dynasty I can think of was built on the backs of draft giants, like Tom Brady's Patriots and even Dan Marino's Dolphins and Joe Montana's 49ers. And that brings me to my next point. While most Super Bowl champion quarterbacks are former first-rounders, you can find great ones later on in the draft. So if Ryan Pace, or the new general manager, isn't sold on Jones in the first round, there's a chance that Kyle Trask or whoever else might become their Drew Brees, Joe Montana, Russell Wilson, or Tom Brady of the future. That's because Brees, Montana, Wilson, and Brady are all non-first rounders. I don't mean to sound blasphemous by comparing Trask to Brady. All I'm saying is you don't have to reach for your signal caller. For every Josh Allen in the draft, there's a Christian Ponder, E.J. Manuel, Blaine Gabbert, and others who will doom your team's future for years because you reached for a quarterback when you could have filled another hole on your roster. So, if the Bears ever want to make the leap from good to great, they have to continue to find greatness in the draft. And how do they find that greatness in the draft? Well, it's a combination of factors. 1, going with your gut feeling. 2, evaluating what scouts tell you. 3, looking at the combine results. And 4, looking at next level statistics to see if a prospect breaks tackles, dominates from the line of scrimmage, and can get balls out quick, etc. Will Mac Jones fill all 4? It's hard to say. But with his impressive 9-star resume and likely fit into the Chicago system, I really think it'll be worth the gamble for the Bears to take a chance on the Nick Saban product. Or, the Bears could stay the course and hope Trubisky magically turns into a Chicago hero. Take your pick.
Solutions, Deerfield and Highland Park in his senior night at Field. This right here is Sam Schwartz. He's headed to Syracuse University.
Sure, I mean, people want to keep paying me to do something I love. If it makes a living, then that is by all means a winning time.
Sam is not playing tonight, but he is the public address announcer. And I've never seen a crowd with a lot of PA guys on senior night.
I'll be honest, it's fun has to go out to Mike Becker, who's been doing this before. We'll take over when I'm gone next year. Take over isn't the right word. He's my mentor. He's the one who showed me everything. And obviously my parents who have let me do all this. We've had plenty of, Sam, you're gone too much. But it really is great to connect with the crowd. And I spend a lot of time for what I do. So to see it pay off is really one of the best feelings you can imagine in anything.
Did you do announcing in your backyard? Is that where it all started?
So, technically where it started, I was always one to play my brother and I sports video games. We would play MLB The Show, and I would play games and commentate them at the same time. And I had a Twitch channel. I don't know if you can still find it, but it was fun to do. You know, I did it in my free time, and then it started leading the games, and, you know, I love doing it.
Anyone in the business you look up to, or are you just blazing your own path, Sam?
I like to say I don't want to have my own style based off of somebody else's. I like to have my own style, but for sure I see things from other people, and I say I like that. I'm going to incorporate that in my own. So I like to say my own style is a combination of a bunch of other styles between music, announcing, and all of that.
What's the dream job?
Honestly, at this moment, not sure. You know, I'm going to go into Syracuse for sports media, sports management. I mean, best in the business, I can lean either way, and I know I'll be in great hands. So right now, I don't know, but I do know that it's going to be great wherever I go.
Give me your assessment of tonight's football game. How do the Warriors win?
So the Warriors, I'm going to go 17-10. These two teams, I believe, in past have had pretty low-scoring affairs. I haven't seen these teams play yet. I've actually been out of town for the other 2 home games, unfortunately. But a tough game against a great team of Vernon Hills that I have seen highlights of. And, you know, talking to these players, it's going to be competitive. That is for sure. So regardless of who wins, this is going to be a good game and a great atmosphere. And I'm lucky to say that I can help contribute to that. You know, just happy to have football back in Illinois after a long wait.
No doubt about it. Highland Park and Deerfield coming up, bringing it to you. Sam, congrats on all your success. Thanks for joining us on the pregame show.
Thank you, sir.
Football straight ahead at Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Thank you.
Excellent job.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede.
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith, but my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3, the power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. After high school, consider playing volleyball for Harper College. Check us out at harperhawks.net and at Facebook and Instagram at Harper Volleyball. Harper College is an excellent school, has 2-year associate degrees, plus among others a bevy of classes in the medical field. Harper Athletic Building has a world-class fitness center, upstairs running track, and attached to the athletic center is an NCH outpatient medical facility. The volleyball program is strong. It has earned their way to the national championship the last 3 or 4 years, won the volleyball national championship in 2016, and returned to the finals in 2017. You can reach the coach by going to harperhawks.net, click on women's volleyball, and click on Coach Vilsoet. Send an email today if you are a good volleyball player and want to continue to play volleyball in college. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. After high school, consider playing volleyball for Harper College. Check us out at harperhawks.net and at Facebook and Instagram at Harper Volleyball. Harper College is an excellent school, has 2-year associate degrees, plus among others a bevy of classes in the medical field, including nursing, and Harper College boasts an actual simulated hospital. Harper Athletic Building has a world-class fitness center, upstairs running track, and attached to the athletic center is an NCH outpatient medical facility. The volleyball program is strong. It has earned their way to the national tournament in the last 3 or 4 years, won the volleyball national tournament in 2016, and returned to the finals in 2017. In 2019, again at the national tournament, this time finished 6th place. Coach Bob Vilsoet has been coaching at Harper College now since 2002 and won conference 8 times, won regional title 7 times, and gone to the national tournament 7 times. He has coached 20 All-Americans. Harper College volleyball players are smart, named 7 times as academic teams of the year for a high average team GPA. And there are often more opportunities to play volleyball, even on scholarship, after you've played volleyball for 2 years at Harper College than the opportunities available to you after high school. You can reach the coach by going to harperhawks.net, click on Women's Volleyball, and click on Coach Vilsoet. Send an email today if you are a good volleyball player and want to continue to play volleyball in college.
In the market for a mortgage? Well, you could get a mortgage from a bank. Actually, banks love that because most of them only sell their own mortgages, which means more money for them and less choices for you. Guaranteed Rate has over 150 different loan options because the only mortgage they want you to get is the one that's perfect for you. You can bank on it. Check out Guaranteed Rate for yourself and find out why they're positively different. In the market for a mortgage? Well, you could get a mortgage from a bank. Actually, banks love that because most of them only sell their own mortgages, which means more money for them and less choices for you. Guaranteed Rate has over 150 different loan options because the only mortgage they want you to get is the one that's perfect for you. You can bank on it. Check out Guaranteed Rate for yourself and find out why they're positively different.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sport,
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, Pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. After high school, consider playing volleyball for Harper College. Harper College saves you a fortune, it's local, great two-year college, and an excellent, challenging, and competitive volleyball atmosphere. Check us out on the official Harper Hawks website, harperhawks.net, and at Facebook and Instagram at Harper Volleyball. You can reach the coach by going to harperhawks.net, click on Women's Volleyball, and click on Coach Vilsoet. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and it's goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics. And we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Okay, Venable, Securus. Sherwood, Leggett, Jones, Ashman, Ibarra. Pollock, Misen, Casby, Kaplan, Fern, Whitcamp, Alexander, Whitcamp, Woodson, Brants, and Sack. Just Sack. Speedway. Andrew Abraham. I'll get to after the first one because he's probably not yet. Austin, Diego Reyes, Bender, Cleveland, Scarone.
On behalf of Principal Kathy Anderson, Athletic Directors Nick Flannery, Carol Miller, and Molly Tomlinson, this is Sam Schwartz welcoming you to Deerfield High School for tonight's varsity football matchup between the Highland Park Giants and your Deerfield Warriors. Tonight we have progress tested by decency, respect for the game, and for each other. With your help, we can make tonight's contest an enjoyable event for everyone. The IHSA encourages you to support a winning attitude.
Well, welcome in to Sports Broadcast Solutions on a Friday night. This is an intense rivalry going way, way back in time. The Deerfield Warriors and the Highland Park Giants taking place tonight from Adams Field at Deerfield High School. Mark Carman with you along with Bob Vilsoet. Bob, I have been walking around talking to different Warriors and different Giants and asking about pregame interviews and trying to find out the keys to tonight's game right before the game. It is intense down on that field. This is a rivalry game, as I've already mentioned, but and I know this because I graduated from Highland Park High School back in the day. But everyone I talk to, it's a rivalry game. It's a rivalry game. It's a rivalry game.
I'm totally on board with that. Turns out I graduated from Glenbrook North years back, same conference, and boy, the rivalry games in that conference, there was a lot of talented people in the conference, that's for sure. Yeah. A couple of Glenbrook North people went on to play pro.
Yeah, a lot of good players on the field tonight. We'll highlight them as we move along here. Highland Park is going to kick off. Deerfield will receive as you can, I think, hear the atmosphere out here tonight, and it is fantastic. Senior night here at Adams Field. A bunch of the Warriors, of course, walking out, giving their parents, mom specifically, the flower. I felt the emotions, Bob. I always feel it on senior night. I don't know about you.
Well, senior night makes it especially real because this is truly the last home game for those seniors. That's why they're here. Here's the kickoff, right?
Little squib kick is going to be fielded at the 16. And a little running room out to the 25. And across the 30-yard line. Good start for Deerfield. That was 28. Andrew Evan Aim.
Okay, we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping here just so that all the viewers know.
Yeah.
We've got the second camera trained on the scoreboard, so we've got the first down, yards to go, and ball on, all automated and in sync with the scoreboard. But recognize it's optical character recognition, so every now and then when there's 6 minutes and 12 seconds to go, it might say like 16 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Or maybe the ball's at the 48-yard and it'll look like the 84-yard line. So we'll have some glitches, but still pretty close and pretty fast.
Well, we just want you to have an enjoyment sitting back and watching some football tonight. Austin Layette at quarterback here for the Warriors as they start on their own 34-yard line. There will be a lot. The ball is on the ground.
Yeah, the ball went on the ground. It was a fumble, but the flag came first.
Yeah. Deerfield is going to run the ball a lot tonight. Luke Woodson is an absolute stud. And get offside on the Giants there, so it'll be 1st and 5.
That's a good start. 5 yards in your first play, right?
You'll always take an offsides encroachment on the first play of the football game. Sure, we'll take 5 and start at 1st and 5. It does give you a drop more freedom, but I don't think you do anything too different here as we're just getting going.
Yeah, whatever play called you had called again.
Lee at the quarterback, hands to Woodson, angling right, and outside the 40 to the 45, and tripped up.
And Deerfield with their running offense, this is the old run right, run left, run up the middle, but they're in a shotgun, so it makes you think they're going to pass, but they do like to run.
That's right, there we go, Mr. I was starting to question myself already, Bob. I had Jason Gleiser on the tackle, and Sam, our PA guy, had somebody different, but then he corrected himself, so I'm feeling good about the start here. Gleiser is a junior linebacker who we're going to be saying his name a bunch tonight.
So the play-by-play guy won, the PA announcer 0.
Well, give him the correction, so I think we're even. Back to pass with time. Over the middle is complete to Woodson, and he's outside the 45 to the 43 into Giant territory. So Woodson on the ground, Woodson through the air. 43-yard line, 2nd and 2. Woodson, the lone back. 2 receivers to the right. 1 up top as the Warriors on the move here. First drive of the football game. Deerfield taking their time. You saw the arm there from Layad. He put it right on the money. But this ball is going to be on the ground a lot tonight. Handoff kept in the backfield. Great job by the Giants. In no time there for Luke Woodson. Bennett Crane on the tackle amongst a bunch of Giants. Crane is a senior. So it's 3rd and 5 at the 46. Looks like Luke Jones might be in the quarterback spot. No. Going to put Luke Woodson at quarterback right now, who's been your running back. Now in motion, hand off to Woodson, keeps it up the middle. He's going to be close to a first down. Gleiser there, a couple of other Giants. I would assume they're going to go for it either way, or looks about a half yard short. Indeed, it is 4th and inches. And this has been the pace as we watch the freshman-sophomore game. A lot of time coming in from the sidelines on the play calls. As now they all go to their wrists looking at what has been called by head coach Steve Wienecke.
Exciting times near midfield, 4th down.
Snap is to Woodson, keeps it. Going to be stopped in the backfield. And the Giants come up huge.
That is a huge stop on 4th down. They get the ball at midfield as compared to a punt where the ball would be pinned back their 20, maybe the 10-yard line.
Jaden Holtzman in the backfield, Bob. Number 5, senior. And that is the challenge, I guess, when you put your primary ball carrier and you snap it to him. He doesn't really want to give it up. And you can key on him a little bit easier. Did not work out for Deerfield on 4th down. Quarterback for Highland Park is the senior David Crane, number 12. And Crane going deep. has his man. It's going to be a bomb, and it's complete down to the 10-yard line.
That was an amazing catch. The defender missed the ball by about 3.5 inches.
Max Maurer beat the Warriors cornerback. Very good throw. No hesitation here. We're going up top on play number 1. So the Giants on the move here, 1st and goal at the 10. Wow. We're in business with some football tonight, my friends. That was awesome. Let's see if they stay aggressive in the air here. 1st and goal at the 10. High formation backfield, handoff up the middle. And the Warriors are there. 72 was first. James Lindquist.
On the handoff.
Volpen Testa the carry. Obviously his first of the night, senior. A lot of Volpen Testas have made their way through Highland Park High School. When I was there, it was Anthony Volpen Testa. I don't know if there's a relation, but I'm guessing somewhere perhaps there is.
You would think so. That's just too uncommon of a name, right?
2nd and goal at the 9. Crane, handoff. Again, Volpen Testa. Stiff arm, but a bunch of Warriors are there. Credit Jacob Ashman amongst Nicholas Lee was out there as well.
Now we got down here with a pass, right? So on 3rd down, should we see another pass 8 yards out? That would be my bet. So I'm going to pick a rollout right. Not a quarterback option, roll out right, just a pass into the right side of the end zone. That's my pick for what they'll do here.
The roll right for Crane, thrown to the right side of the end zone. Let's see here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Crane in the gun. Fakes the handoff. No, gives the handoff, and he's going to be stopped.
I guess I couldn't be more wrong. So
it's all right.
Perhaps Highland Park is playing for the field goal attempt here. But I don't see a field goal kicker yet.
Evan Bloom got the carry. I don't see the field goal unit coming out here, Bob.
No, I sure don't. I'm shocked. So they thought it was 2-down territory or 4-down territory. Take your pick, and they were going to run twice. I still think they got to roll out right and pass. Let's see what they do.
Well, now single back. In the gun, Crane looking left, looking right, throwing right's complete at the 9. Race to the corner of the end zone. He's not going to get there. They're going to mark him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, now the good thing about that is Deerfield picks up the ball, but in their own territory, really deep. So on defense, you can blitz and perhaps get a safety out of it.
That is extremely disappointing for Highland Park.
Yes, although I get it. When they were 3rd down, they knew they were going to go for on 4th down. So on 3rd down, they tried to gain some of it on the running play and then the rest of it on the passing play. But the passing play was just 1 yard short at the goal line. That's a shame. 0-0 still.
Yep. Giants coming into the game tonight 2-1. They crushed Maine East 58-7. Lost to Vernon Hills, which is the Warriors' only loss as well, 36-12. And they put up 47 on Niles North, winning that game 47-19.
Which tells you why they have so much confidence at the 10-yard line with 2 downs to go, and they went for it. Here's a timeout for Deerfield.
I don't think Deerfield had 11 men on the field. 32, Christopher Dawson was picking up his helmet and trying to run on the field late. I don't know if you ever have that dream, Bob, where you can't find your helmet or you can't find your books or you can't find something and you're late. I have that about 3 times a week myself.
Dreams
and it played out right there.
Oh, wow. Now I can't match that one. One time I woke up in the middle of winter and said to my friend the next day at school, hey, the White Sox won. And he looked at me really cockeyed. They didn't play last night. What was I dreaming? It's amazing how dreams can be real.
You dreamt about a White Sox victory?
Yeah.
Was Yermin Mercedes hitting 500-foot bombs?
I think when I was dreaming about that game, he wasn't born yet. What a player, though, huh?
Hey, the White Sox might have found something. Their 28-year-old rookie feels like Roy Hobbs in The Natural. If people get that reference, I'm assuming you do.
Yeah, oh yeah. And how did he spend 9 years in the minors?
Got to get an opportunity in life, Bob, right? You never know.
Well, make the most of it, and he certainly is.
So here we go, 1st and 10 at their own 1. See if the Warriors can pick up a first down here and give themselves some breathing room. Hand off Woodson up the middle. I think call it a gain of 1. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Woodson, and more Woodson early going here. But you do have to take care of the football here. You absolutely want to put it in the belly of someone you trust to do just that. And obviously Luke Woodson is exactly that for the Warriors. Receiver right, receiver left. 2 backs in the backfield. Woodson again, and this time he picks up 2. It's going to be 3rd and 5, they're calling it.
Gain of 2 on the play. It brings up 3rd down. They've got 6 to go at the 5-yard line.
Defense is strong here. I mean, they haven't even made the first down on the first plays of this, hopefully a 99-yard drive.
Yeah, you do not want to punt the ball right back to Highland Park from your own end zone.
Yeah, especially when they put up 47 points the other day.
I do expect this game to be relatively low scoring. Pass, and
yeah, over his head. So now they do got to punt. Highland Park will probably get the ball somewhere on the left side of midfield.
Layette needed to be perfect on that throw. He was not.
Yeah, so far you're absolutely right, though. It's a low-scoring game. I have to admit I expected it higher. So what's higher mean? 21-21 would be about average, so I was going to take the over.
We're just going to let this bad boy unfold, Bob.
Yeah. What I always like to do for any sport is at the end of the quarter, multiply that score by 4 to see what the final is going to be.
There is 4 minutes and 34 seconds left here in the first quarter. And we have a flag down as the punter got run into. This is going to work out well for the Warriors as number 5, Hudson Sherwood, is limping off the field, but now looks like he's coming on back here. This could be very costly.
That's exactly what they needed, though, to get that first down, to get out of the end zone.
And that's what it's going to be. Running into or roughing the kicker any way you shake it. Deerfield's going to get a first down here.
Well, if it was 3rd and longer than 5, if it's running into the kicker, it's not going to be a first. So what?
Yeah, now they're saying it's a personal foul. That is not going to make.
That's the first down.
We're very happy David Lindquist, the head coach of Highland Park, who played at the University of Illinois. He was a defensive tackle on the 2008 Illini, who played in the Rose Bowl. Lost to USC 49-17. You remember that game, Bob?
I can't say I remember that game.
All right, well, Illinois football has had its struggles as of late, but in 2008, when David was playing for them, they were in the Rose Bowl. Here's a little reverse action, back to the quarterback, and then the pass to, I did not see a receiver. Little razzle-dazzle. Layette ended up with it after a couple of Warriors touched it, but then there was no receiver in the vicinity. That actually could have been intentional grounding, even though there was 5 Warriors there. I think they were all offensive linemen. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that would have been a little too ticky-tack call for me, I think.
No,
Yeah, the penalty needs to fit the crime. Unlike soccer, you make a penalty out by the outside of the box, you end up with a penalty kick against you. Here, it's only yards.
Layette in the gun here, 2nd and 10. Warriors with another chance after the penalty. Layette has it, looking left, looking for Woodson. Now rolling left. Will he keep it on the ground? No, there is a completion. Out to the 29. So Layette and Jones seem to have a comfortable rapport going on here.
That was a good way to get half of it back. Well, I can't do math. More than half back. I also like the marker on the far side with the bright colors as opposed to just a dark sign.
Yeah, they're not playing around here, Bob. That is a very nice third down, illuminated, very modern 2021, letting everybody know exactly what down it is. I like it. All right, handoff up the middle. Woodson's got it. He's going to get the first down. It's going to be a gain of at least 2.
So Deerfield is making the most of that penalty running into the kicker. They've held on to the ball and are moving the ball, keeping the ball out of Highland Park's hands, and keeping the ball on the ground, keeping the clock moving, shortening the game.
Huge momentum shift here after Highland Park connects on a bomb on their first offensive play. They get down to the 1-yard line. They get a stop. And then you get a penalty on the punt. And now Deerfield's starting to build a little bit of momentum here on their own 33, 1st and 10. 2:57 for the first quarter. Thank you for putting on Sports Broadcast Solutions. Great to be here with you on a Friday night. Senior night in a rivalry game, Deerfield and Highland Park. Layette hands it off. And again, it is Luke Woodson. Give the tackle to Bennett Crane. This rivalry has gone back and forth throughout the years. When I was a supreme youngster, Bob, Deerfield was like the Lombardi Packers, man. They were unbelievable. Hand off to Woodson. He's going to be gang tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, when I was a freshman, I think it was when I was a senior. When I was a freshman, the seniors won the state championship. Of course, naturally, my sister, 3 years older than me, was dating one of the players, the middle linebacker. Of course, that's just how that works, right? Not the quarterback. No, can't do that. And then, of course, the football season is over, and then she moves on to the basketball team.
It's getting a little uncomfortable in here, Bob.
That's my sister.
Sounds like she was having a great high school career.
Yeah, better than my high school career.
Now we don't need to go down that, Bob. You were a focused young man on your career, I'm assuming.
I was too interested in basketball and baseball.
There you go. Layette back to pass, rolling right, looking for help. Slings it to the 40. Did he hold on? No, he did not. That was an excellent pass, but Feldman could not corral it. That's too bad because...
Yeah. Little too far to try to go for it here, right? So we'll finally see that punt that could have happened 30 yards ago.
Would have been a very interesting decision, too, because he was about a yard short of the first down. Do you go for it in your own territory?
Well, they just about, 15 yards away is when they went for that other 4th and 1.
Yeah. But here we go with the punt, standing on his own 18. Snap is a good one. And the kick is away, and this time not run into. Kind of close, though, actually. Bounds at the 42 and hits the Deerfield player on the backside at the 39, and that's where it'll be downed. 23, Zach Pomerantz was the man who touched the football. So good field position for the Giants.
But just as you said, a low-scoring game so far. So we'll see what Highland Park can do. Actually, about the only ball movement has been in this game, that one long bomb from Highland Park. Everything else has been pretty stymied and also very much on the ground.
You know, we mentioned Luke Woodson's name a bunch here, Bob. Not only is he a stud on offense, but he's out there playing defense as well. So he's in the
two-way players.
He's a linebacker right in the middle there. He'll be a safety on the college level, depending on if he tries to play offense as well. But most people are projecting him to be a defensive player on the next level.
There was the rollout right that I was looking for earlier. It didn't work here either.
Yeah,
Deerfield stout defense.
Crane tackle behind the line of scrimmage, loss of 2. I like the creativity we're seeing so far from Highland Park. They've gone deep, they've rolled out, they've run on 3rd and long, they've gone for it on 4th down.
Well, and check this formation out. 4 receivers out to their left.
4 to the left, 1 to the right. In the gun is Crane. Looking left, throwing left passes. Ooh, he overshot his receiver. Evan Bloom needed a pair of Air Jordans to get up and get that one. But that is a dangerous pass, Bob.
I was thinking the very same thing. If you didn't say it, I was going to, as a defender, I used to love to go for those tipped passes. Assume the receiver's going to miss it, wait behind the receiver for the tip rather than, tackle. Whether you tackle the guy 2 yards short or not, doesn't matter. But that interception, that looked like a pick 6.
Well, you picked that one off. You're headed to the house. And Deerfield could have been on the scoreboard. Crane looking down the middle. Pass is complete again. Beautiful pass and catch. Wow. Jaden Holtzman in between 2 Warrior defenders.
You could not pick it up and place it better in the receiver's hands on that throw.
Highland Park has themselves a quarterback in David Crane. Wow.
And they use him.
So 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Crane again in the gun. This time 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Crane looking right, throwing right. This time it is complete. Bloom has it, and he's out to the 30, may call it the 29-yard line.
So we've seen that formation twice now, right? They screen pass left, and then they screen pass right. Send the other 3 of the 4 receivers downfield to block. So the question is, now that Deerfield has seen it a couple times, do you jump that route?
And it is interesting, after not executing that play, they went right back to it. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Well, I'm going to guess that that's part of Highland Park's staple in their offense. I bet they'd run that play a lot.
First quarter is done, and we'll take a quick timeout. Sports Broadcast Solutions with you tonight. Deerfield and Highland Park, no score after 1. Be right back with second quarter action.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's unofficial estimated attendance is 31,362. Highland Park will begin the second quarter, 2nd and 5 at the Warrior 30.
Second quarter action, here we go. Highland Park again driving. This time they're 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line. Crane in the gun. Drops back, looking left, keeping it. Gets back to the 30. He was lucky to do that, and now gang tackled by, call it 5 Warriors. And I think the ball came out late there, Bob, but Crane was able to keep it.
Well, and a very stingy defense again by Deerfield. They're bending, certainly, but absolutely not breaking.
He's met by a group of Warriors led by Chris Dawson. A loss of 1 on the play. It brings up 3rd down. They've got 6 to go.
I feel like Deerfield is saying, you can beat us through the air, but we're not going to let you beat us on the ground. And if you're going to beat us through the air, it's going to be because you complete a lot of passes. So we'll see. Highland Park is a good quarterback.
3rd and 6. Lone running back, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Crane back, looking right, throwing right. Pass is short. Skipped it. That one was.
Number 4 is incomplete. Bringing up 4th down.
It's going to be 4th down here, Bob. 4th down for the Giants. What do you do?
You punt in your own territory. Absolutely punt as far as it can go. You find the best soccer player you can find and kick it downfield 60 yards.
I'm going for it.
On 4th and 6?
Yeah, why not? You're at the 31. I like your defense. The Warriors have not shown a huge offensive punch right now. I think you got to go. They're going to go.
All right, well, the difference will be the ball's at the 36 or maybe the 20 if the kick goes into the end zone. 4 receivers left. Screen.
Looking left. You called the screen. Now keeping it. Now in trouble. Fumbled the football, which doesn't matter on 4th down. Deerfield will take over at their own 34.
And did you see on defense, Deerfield had 2 guys jumping that screen route. So Deerfield was not going to let that screen happen. Well, all right, now what Highland Park will have to do is they see now that Deerfield's going to jump that screen pass, so now they can send one of those receivers deep and hope that the guy that jumps the route is the guy covering the receiver that goes deep. So it's a little bit of cat and mouse here with that 4 receiver set.
And one thing with these 2 rosters, they know each other very well, Bob. They've been competing against each other for a long time.
Yeah, right. The players change, but the offense and defense remains the same, probably.
Well, also, and just coming up, freshman, sophomore, before that. They're playing little Giants back in the day, little Warriors, handoff in the backfield and cut down. They are doing a great job right now containing Luke Woodson.
Right now, the under is the safe bet. Nobody's able to move. The defenses are shooting the gaps, cutting down runners. Receivers are covered and linemen are blitzing.
I don't think Deerfield is going to change their strategy here.
Yeah, they'll stay on the ground generally, right?
Luke Woodson's, so far this year is gained coming into tonight. It's 297 yards, so that's basically 100 a game. Handoff again to Woodson. Slight hole off the left side of the line, but cut down at the 41. The 36 make that, so...
I know we talked about this once, but I really do like that illuminated down marker on the far side of the field.
I didn't hear you, Bob. I'm sorry.
I just was saying I really like that illuminated down marker on the far side of the field. I know we talked about it once, but that's it's really...
You're feeling that one.
Yeah, I am.
All right. I got you, Bob. Appreciate it. 3rd and 8. They're... in the gun layette, looking left and under pressure, gets rid of it, but that's going to be incomplete. They'll bring up 4th down, and the Warriors are going to have to punt.
It's great pressure.
Very hard to complete a pass when you're moving to your left, trying to right yourself under heavy pressure. Layette did a good job just to get rid of the football. That's a 3 and out, so no rest for the weary on the Warriors defense. And, of course, you've got Luke Woodson playing both ways. Stay in shape in life, Bob. It's important.
Oh, tell me about it. I'm heavier than most of these football players, but it's not muscle.
See, now they don't see you, Bob. You don't have to throw yourself under the bus like that. Punt is away. It's going to land at the 35, roll inside the 30, down to the 23. Oh, flag down to the 48 here. Let's see what this is. We're going to get a hold. Officials are having a conversation here. I think we're getting a personal foul, and we are. Personal foul on Highland Park. So that will be I think that's going to send the Giants back 15 yards further. Will not give them a first down, correct? If it happened after the punt, I believe I know my rules here.
First down.
Giants defense is still staying on the field, so maybe I am incorrect here. Maybe it happened early. Officials are still having...
the officials are talking about it.
Retains possession.
Highland Park's head coach, David Lindquist, is basically out to midfield here, looking for an explanation, exasperated.
Yeah, he's easy to find. He's the one pedestrian on the field.
Lindquist looking like I was looking, trying to get a Highland Park football player to...
It's hard to get football players from across the field because, first off, it's a long walk all the way over there. And then if you don't get them early, and teams don't arrive as early as they used to.
They call a penalty assessed after the punt.
So after the punt penalty, there you go.
And there it is. Okay.
So
now
the scoreboard says 1st and 10 at the 36. Yeah, 9 minutes and 24 seconds to go, as opposed to that. What did we see earlier? 9 minutes and 99 seconds to go.
Sometimes these things happen. The clock may be slightly incorrect, but yes, there's 9:24 to go here in the second quarter. No score. The Giants will get the football, as yours truly, Mark Carman's understanding of the rules of football has been proven to be correct. But the Giants are going to be moving it back here.
Carman 1 and rules 0.
I mean, Carman 1 rule 0, Carman 1 PA. He was awesome, by the way. Really cool to have Sam on in the pregame. And there is no better start you can have to a broadcast career than to go to Syracuse University and the Newhouse Broadcast School, which I did not do, Bob. I don't know where you went for your broadcast school.
No, I went to Illinois State and computer science and math, and then the master's at Illinois, at Northern Illinois.
Okay, go Huskies. Pass is slung out, incomplete.
Yeah, I definitely get conflicted when the two play each other.
That pass right there was barely a forward pass.
Right, right, and again, a wide receiver screen. So Hanover. Highland Park definitely likes those wide receiver screens.
It's a little feast or famine right now. David Crane's looked like an NFL quarterback at times, and then has missed some open receivers on seemingly what would be easier throws than some of the ones he's completed. This time fakes the handoff, and his pass is, knocked down. Great job by the running back / linebacker / all over the field, Luke Woodson.
That was a great play, but you know what? Looking downfield, I didn't see an open receiver behind it, so it would have been interesting to where that ball would have ended up. So 3rd and 10, you can't afford an interception, so this would be another chance for one of those wide receiver screens to be safe, but at the same time, you want to make a first down. You got to be careful here. You can't turn it over.
It's like man-to-man coverage here on the short side of the field. See if maybe they go deep. Nope. Yep. And did he hold on? I think he did.
He did.
Wow.
And you called it on the near side of this field.
That was a phenomenal job by the wide receiver, Jaden Holtzman, and a phenomenal job by Crane throwing to a spot. He wasn't necessarily open when he threw it, but he had confidence in his receiver, and that was a phenomenal play by Holtzman to hang on. And
definitely a timing throw.
Yep.
X number of steps downfield, turn before the ball gets released, then turn. You want to say the defender doesn't have a whole lot of chance, but if the defender is watching the quarterback the whole time, that's trouble.
This has been fun to watch here. Crane in the gun, fakes the handoff again, now looking left, steps up in the pocket, gonna run, and will go down at the 36-yard line.
And again, that's a coverage defense there. No receivers were open. The quarterback had to take off and run. It was not a planned run.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down, 6 to go. Call it the Highland Park, 36-yard line.
Well, Crane is a senior and clearly has a strong feel for A, the offense, and B, just the game in general. Picking up 4 on first down is never going to hurt you. 2nd and 6. Three receivers this time to the left. Crane rolling that way, looking that way, keeping it, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage +1. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Ball at the 37.
Yeah, another way to say didn't get too many yards, you can say that the electronic marker on the far side of the field didn't have to move.
Warriors fans making some noise. Well, big student section here tonight. And now Crane goes down.
The fumbled snap, all he can do is jump on it and then look for that soccer player to punt it downfield.
I'll be honest, I got distracted by how many Warrior students have shown up for the football game tonight. And there's one thing about high school football, you don't get replays here, Bob.
No, that's true. Well, that was a fumbled snap there. And so 4th and a long, 9 yards?
I assume they're going to punt. Are they not?
They would have to.
Well, I don't see a kicker out there, Bob.
This looks like one of those short punt formations.
Short punt formations?
Yeah, I think it'll still be a punt.
Oh, he's going to drop back late.
It's going to call a timeout.
And now Highland Park will take time. All right, we'll take 1-2. No score. 6:55 to go first half. It is Highland Park and Deerfield Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
After the timeout, Highland Park 4th and 9 at their own 33. Max Towers' punt goes all the way into the visitor bleachers.
So the punt. Did we have it? Okay. The punt was not a good one. And it's going to be great field position here.
I got the wrong soccer player on that kick, right?
That is. This is where the kicking. If you literally do not have a kicking game, which is what we're seeing right now from Highland Park, it will cost you. And that right there was not having a punter in action very much cost you. As Deerfield will get it here on their own 30, on their giant 36-yard line, and whistle blowing here as they're gonna try to figure something out here. I guess Highland Park had too many men on the field, or the officials are allowing them to freely substitute. 34, Evan Bloom, who's been catching footballs, is also playing defense as well. A bunch of two-way guys here tonight. So Layette in the gun, standing on his own 40, 1st and 10, fakes the handoff, looking right, throwing. No, I thought he was going to go deep, but now he's going to get taken down in the backfield. Wow. I thought he was.
I got caught watching the quarterback, so I didn't see the downfield coverage. But usually when the quarterback tucks the ball back under, it was probably a wise decision. Take the sack, not the interception.
Noah Reese bringing down Layette. That was awesome. Good job by Noah. 2nd and 11. Loss of one won't kill you either. Layette in the gun. Quickly this time, slings it right side. That's complete out to the 30.
Now, I'm a little worried. That was a nice outcast, right? But they had very little mustard, very little speed on the ball. So Highland Park, if they cover that receiver just a little bit more closely or anticipate, that's an easier one to pick off.
3rd and 3. We're at the 30-yard line. Pass complete to Logan Feldman. This feels like a Luke Woodson opportunity. Oh, and the Giants jump off sides.
They got him to jump.
Little movement.
Encroachment to call against Highland Park. Good for a Warrior. First down.
So big first down for Deerfield here. Again, no score. The Warriors trying to get on the board here before halftime. 5:46, clock rolling.
Well, Deerfield has a golden opportunity here. Plenty of time before half.
Just inside the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the right. Leia looking that way, now looking down the middle. Now rolling right, throwing right, complete. Again, it's Logan Feldman. Cracked out of bounds.
Now there was
Pick
a
up
lot
a
of zip on
5.
that ball.
Sports Broadcast Solutions would like to wish a happy birthday to Paula Avenham. Happy birthday. Congratulations. You made it another year and you're having a great night at the football game. I think Paula is in attendance. Nowhere else she would rather be. Her son Andrew is out there having a great time and just really loving the experience, isn't he? Yes, he is. That's a congratulations to the whole family. And as we get back to, so it's 3rd and 3 on the 18. They got to get to the 15. That's how the math works here. Big play, Bob. Layette and Luke Woodson looking over to the Deerfield bench, getting a call. See what Steve Winicki and company want on this big 3rd down. Woodson goes to the right of Layette. Layette looking left, throwing left to the end zone. They go wide open! Oh my, he dropped it. Oh man, Luke Jones had it and could not hang on. Warriors fans were high-fiving in the stands, but unfortunately for the Warriors, Jones just came up short. And I said wide open, which was a little overstating it. He was open, but that was a great throw. I think they're going to kick the field goal here, Bob.
Oh, that surprises me a lot. But in a 0-0 game, knowing Highland Park doesn't have a kicking game, maybe this is a good way to go.
35-yarder from the right hash.
Yeah, this is not for the meek.
Let's see what Hudson Sherwin has here. Trying to get on the board. Snap is a good one. The line drive kick is no good.
Oh, is this when you say kind of like not even close?
I couldn't tell. I thought it was right through there, but it was wide left.
Yeah, wide left.
So the Warriors tried to get on the board. Did not happen. And we will keep rolling on here with 3:52 to go in the first half. Mark Carman, Bob Vilsoet, and our outstanding cameraman who is making us all feel slightly safe and in control tonight from Adams Field at Deerfield High School. Will this be the drive?
This time they got 3 receivers right and 2 left.
Crane back with time, rolling right. Flag is down, pass is complete.
Got to be holding.
Breaking some tackles out to the 25, now being driven back. Again, Jaden Holtzman, the chosen receiver. And we will get a hold here, Bob. That's a lot of times when you get a flag in the backfield, it generally turns out that way, and it did here.
Yeah, that wasn't a hard penalty to predict, right? But 3:40 to go before half and still a 0-0 game. And I took the over.
He who gambles lives in shambles, Bob, except for those who know what they're doing.
Yeah,
so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, good thing I don't. They saved money.
Of course, I have accounts with DraftKings, FanDuel, and, it's my one other one. PointsBet, Bob. PointsBet.
Yeah, this will be a shout out to Kyle. I had never heard of PointsBet until he told me about it.
Well, they would be we would love to have PointsBet as a participating sponsor. I don't know if that's
for high school games.
Completely legal for high school games. Probably not.
Giovanni Hope and Testa, the ball carrier. Runs into a black hole of Warriors.
I played poker in high school, Bob. I don't know about you.
I played hearts.
There you go.
Well, we had an all-day hearts game one day.
Second and 17, Highland Park, the 13.
So whoever had study hall would just go and take one of the four corners, and we let the game go all day, and you found out which corner won. Of course, you could have been on multiple partners as the day wore on, but that was a fun event.
Second and sounds amazing. 2nd and 17. I like hearing about your high school extravaganzas. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. In the gun, Crane rolling right, looking downfield, and there's that man again. Complete, Jaden Holtzman.
Here again, I like what Highland Park did. They're not trying to get the whole first down on one play. So they're chewing it off in halves, so they got about half of that. Now third and it's at least a manageable 5 or 6 yards.
Pitching. Little pitch and catch out to the 29-yard line.
All right, so as long as Deerfield's been wise to the little wide receiver screen, Highland Park hasn't been using it lately. 3 receivers left and 2 right.
3rd and 7. Crane looking right down the middle, wide open. Oh, through the hands. Volpin-Testa was there. And
so they're going to have to deflate some of these footballs so they can catch them.
There was some little mustard on that ball.
Yeah, he's got a good arm, but still right through his hand.
You know, and look, he could have. It would have been a first down and more. He had room to run.
It's hard, though, when you're on the field because you just don't know when the receiver turns around and then locates the ball. Sometimes you turn around and the ball's already in the air, and you got to locate it in this dark night with the, dark football.
Going for it again here on 4th down, deep in their own territory on the 29.
Yeah, that would be against my advice. Now here we go.
Oh, now he's dropping back here. Let's see if they actually do punt it here. Snap is, it's a good punt this time. Back and fielded at the 38-yard line. Layette spinning one way, spinning another way. Now going back, has some room to the 50 and brought down at the 46.
Boy, you got to give him credit. Went right, then left, found some room.
That was impressive. I said Layette, I meant Luke Jones. Wow, dancing.
So Deerfield is winning the battle of the field position.
You're right about that. They have been winning the field position game here for a while now.
But here now there's only 2:28 to go.
Yep.
But they have all 3 of their timeouts. No, or do they?
Well, plenty of time, but they do like to keep it on the ground here. We'll see. Jones in the slot to the right. Layette in the gun. Woodson to his left. Layette keeps it, slings it left side, complete, and a nice little pickup. That Zach Pomerantz.
That was a pretty play. I
liked it. So they're calling it a pickup of 7 down to the now again at 8. There we go as they mark it at the 38.
Highland Park 37-yard line.
2nd and short. Warriors with 2:21 to play in the half. Handoff Woodson up the middle. First down and a little bit more. Taken down to the 33-yard line.
So the clock stops for a short period of time while they reset the football. On first downs running, the clock stops for a few seconds.
And 5 on the play, 1st and 10 Deerfield at the Highland Park 33.
No huddle and 2:09.
Taking their time. You certainly don't want to give the ball back to Highland Park, even though they would not have good field position. Handoff Woodson, cutting left to the 30, to the 25, room to run to the 20, and down at the 19-yard line.
That was a great run. It was like 2 cutbacks on the same run. Found a gap between the defenders, cut back, kept going. They have time to keep the ball on the ground.
Within field goal range as they just tried a 35-yard or so. We're 1:45 clock rolling here. Layette in the gun with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Receiver in motion. As that's Luke Jones. Pitch right side. Jones has it. He's got room to the 15. Cut back down to the 10.
Boy, the quarterback on the handoff, it was like a serious handoff, and then swiped it back from the running back.
1:19 clock moving.
It's hard not to go for that kind of a fake if you're the defensive line.
So 2nd and 3 at the...
No panic with the running clock here either.
Warriors looking to take the lead at the half here. Coming up on a minute to go. Snap to it. There he is, running to the end zone. Touchdown! Luke Woodson puts the Warriors on the board.
Well, you know why they use him a lot in the running offense.
You knew it was coming, but there was a bunch of room, and Woodson took advantage.
Highland Park has played great on the run all game long until finally on this drive.
Extra point coming here with 54 seconds to go. The Giants will get the football back here. But Deerfield has struck first. Extra point is good. And the Warriors have taken a 7-0 lead. We'll come back with the finish of the first half. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
It's not a Mike Bender night, but it's working so far. Everybody up for the kickoff. Woodson showing the kick for Deerfield.
Deerfield to kick off here, 54 seconds to go. The Warriors lead it 7-0. Coming at you live on YouTube, Sports Broadcast Solutions. Thank you for being along tonight. Congratulations to all the parents out there who have players on the field, especially to the seniors who are playing their last home game and or road game at Deerfield if you're Highland Park. Kick is a good one. It's going to be taken at the 5-yard line. Room to run up the middle and taken down at the 24-yard line.
So with 49 seconds to go in the half, well, you almost have to make a first down every time. Stop the clock, line up quick. Unless you break one or a hook and ladder type of play, we'll see what they do. Highland Park is suited for this. They have a passing offense.
I would allow my quarterback, David Crane, to stretch the field here, see what he can do.
Well, he's been successful once with that.
Maybe at least take one shot at it, if not two. Let's see what they do. 49 seconds to go. Let's see. In the gun, looking left, rolling left, under pressure, tucking it. Flag is down at the 34-yard line. That generally is holding. We'll see what on the defense. We'll see what they call here, as Crane was able to pick up nearly 10 yards.
Well, and that play took 10 seconds to run off, too.
Darkness has fallen here at Adams Field. Of course, that's normally the case at 8:12 at night in the month of April. We are in April, are we not?
We are.
So, just feel upside down, right?
Yeah, it absolutely is gorgeous weather. But the thing is, in the spring like this, the games get warmer, whereas in the fall, the games get colder. But we're in the press box, too, so we could have handled any weather. It's a gorgeous night, though.
Well, I think everyone is happy that we are getting some football in here, as they're going to spot it at the 37-yard line.
Greenskeeper, good for a 15-yard gain.
So,
First and 10 Highland Park. At their own 37-yard
clock is rolling here at 35 seconds. Highland Park needs to pick up a big chunk right here. Crane back, looking right, throwing down the middle, deflected and knocked down. Good defense by the Warriors. Credit 28 Andrew Avenham with the play.
It was just a well-covered play. You have to say that ball was thrown downfield with pretty solid accuracy. Just good defensive play to knock it down. Stops the clock, 26 seconds. They're still going to have to go downfield if they want any type of score here.
Ball was in the air for a while there.
Yeah, they had two receivers going left and two right. Here we got three right, one left. Man coverage.
Yep, 2nd and 10. Here we go. Little pick play, and that is a wounded duck, and it's going to be incomplete. This is a borderline Hail Mary.
So you throw one more pass and then punt, or keep it on the ground and run the clock out? I think if it were me, I'd still throw the pass. Let's see what they do.
Well, if you do keep it on the ground, Deerfield could call a timeout.
Okay, here's the 4 wide receiver set, so I would expect a screen to one of these guys. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, if you run it, you're going to probably have to punt it away anyway. This time it's a dart down the field, incomplete.
So with 13 seconds left and 4th down, you can punt it and hope that Deerfield doesn't have some kind of Hail Mary luck. But you're not going to be able to run a play for 13 seconds here to eat the clock.
Nope. You are in a little bit of a danger zone here. This is true.
Yeah, and also with the way the punts have been going for Highland Park, another one into the bleachers won't help for field position. However, if that does happen, there is only 13 seconds left. Who would have thought a shutout at halftime from both teams?
Especially, I mean, the first play of the game, Crane threw a bomb, you got down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
And
Looked
now
like it was going to be another 47-point kind of a game.
Giants are taking time here. I think we're having a slight adjustment on our scoring on the screen. But rest assured, it's the Warriors 7, the Giants nothing. As we're coming up on a little timeout before the half, we will break at halftime and come on back for second half action. And barring something completely unforeseen, we will have a one-score game. Lot of football left to play. Next up for Highland Park is Maine West. Next up for Deerfield is Niles North. And the Warriors are ranked 11th right now in the Illinois coaches poll. So that's impressive.
We were just checking the wires here.
Yeah. It's our cameraman Stephen Ryan just looking at his phone. He's handing me something saying that Zach Levine of the Chicago Bulls has scored 39 in the first half. I've gotten like 5 texts from different people paying attention to Zach Levine tonight, who's going crazy. Bulls are going for their 4th win in a row, and Zach he has that ability to fill it up.
Yes, he does.
All right, here we go. 4th and 10. Mauer's going to punt. He squibs it. Not a good one. Lands at the 46 and scoots out of bounds.
But still only 9 seconds to go, though.
Yeah, I would assume that Deerfield will just down it and we'll go to half, but we'll see.
Oh, if I were then, I would throw that Hail Mary. Maybe even a 6-second out, 10 yards downfield, and then a Hail Mary. But I would definitely try. You've got the lead. You've got the ball. There's really not much downside if you throw it downfield.
I wouldn't want to risk an interception and or a fumble myself.
Well, we'll put you in the conservative coaching category.
I would also put myself in the intelligent coaching category, Bob. But we'll see what they do. You get sacked, it could get interesting.
Highland Park, that is their third and final of the half.
And now another timeout by David Lindquist and company. David started as the head coach at Highland Park in 2018. And again, straight out of the University of Illinois. And a trip to the Rose Bowl back in 2008. We have not said the name Ben Ephraim a bunch tonight, Bob, and that's one of the Giants' star receivers, also defensive back, kick returner, punt returner. Well, honors in Chinese, AP Economics, AP Calculus. How'd you do in AP Calculus?
I actually did pretty well in that. I was a math major.
Wow, so, Bob! Yeah. Out of nowhere!
Yeah. Calculus 1, 2, and 3, and then number theory.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bob, you're smarter than me. That's okay. Don't worry. I don't feel inferior in the least.
Yeah. My choice was teaching or engineering.
You also won a national championship coaching volleyball, right?
I did. 2016 at Harper College.
At Harper College.
Hence why you saw Harper College commercial earlier in the broadcast.
So you're talking AP Calculus, national championship volleyball coach, dominating on the color commentary tonight.
Yeah, listen to you. You are too kind.
Bob, I don't even know if I can sit in this booth with you any longer.
Well, I saw you doing a spiel on WFLD TV in the sports segment. I think it was last Friday night.
That was big.
That was.
Thank you. They are throwing here, and it is complete up to the 50, called the 49-yard line, doing exactly what you wanted them to do, Bob, complete to Luke Jones. And now perhaps they have enough room with 3 seconds to go to get one to the end zone.
Yeah, my inner Tony Romo came out on that prediction.
So, Bob.
The pass good for Warrior, first down, and a timeout called by Deerfield.
So Deerfield now taking time themselves as we have slowed down the pace here heading into the half.
Yeah, this will be the long Hail Mary downfield, or I suppose could be something over the middle where they try to set up some blocking. We'll see what kind of play they have for midfield. Scoring a touchdown before the halftime.
Well, I'm going to guess we had a straight Hail Mary here, but the key, if I was on the Deerfield coaching staff, I would be telling Austin Leah, do not take a sack and fumble the football.
Sack is okay, but the sack and fumble you can't do.
Yeah. Do hold on to the pigskin. That is the key here.
Yeah, the only thing that can hurt you here is a pick six or a fumble six.
Well, if you're willing to throw it in the end zone, then,
Well, it's going to be Hail Mary right. And even still, the arm strength to get the ball from here all the way into the end zone, that's good. That's asking a lot.
We'll see how this plays out here. 3 receivers, as you mentioned, to the right. Layette back.
I'm surprised
waiting for it to develop. Has time. This is gonna be a hurl. It's gonna land short. It is in and out of the hands at the 4-yard line. That nearly was super interesting.
You got to say that was a perfect throw. Hit him right in the chest. Went right through the hands. But even if he had caught it, would have been out of bounds.
That was Luke Woodson down there. He's doing everything out there tonight. Not surprising that they went for him to the half for the Hail Mary. We will step aside for halftime. It is Deerfield 7, Highland Park nothing. We are at the half. We'll come back with third quarter action. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. After high school, consider playing volleyball for Harper College. Check us out at harperhawks.net and at Facebook and Instagram at Harper Volleyball. Harper College is an excellent school, has 2-year associate degrees, plus among others a bevy of classes in the medical field. Harper Athletic Building has a world-class fitness center, upstairs running track, and attached to the athletic center is an NCH outpatient medical facility. The volleyball program is strong. It has earned their way to the national championship the last 3 of 4 years, won the volleyball national championship in 2016, and returned to the finals in 2017. You can reach the coach by going to harperhawks.net, click on Women's Volleyball, and click on Coach Vilsoet. Send an email today if you are a good volleyball player and want to continue to play volleyball in college. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
Rolling out Jones, looking, end zone, it's caught for a touchdown!
In a year of turbulence and uncertainty, one man towered above the rest. He was a record-setting, name-making, defense-terrorizing man in the shotgun. Who was that man, you might ask? It's none other than Heisman Trophy finalist Mac Jones. After a redshirt freshman year and 2 years on the Pine watching Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Hurts under center, Jones finally got his big shot in 2020. A full season as Alabama's starting quarterback. He only had a mere 4 collegiate starts to his name prior to 2020, throwing for a fairly impressive 1,500 yards at a 68% clip in those limited 2019 appearances. Still, doubters and naysayers were less than enthusiastic about his 2020 chances.
With all due respect, I don't want to see Mac Jones playing for a national championship.
But the critics were surely wrong. The kid from Jacksonville, Florida, proved his worth over the course of the season. He put up over 4,000 yards with a record-setting 77% completion rate, along with 34 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. He had a QBR of 96 and a pass efficiency of 204, both the highest for any NCAA quarterback ever, and, I might add, higher than any quarterback in this year's draft. He finished 3rd in the Heisman voting, and his favorite wide receiver finished 1st. Yet, CBS Sports lists him as only the 25th best NFL prospect. And Todd McShay and Mel Kiper have him as the 3rd quarterback taken, behind Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields. So why are so many people projecting him to be just a late first rounder with such explosive stats? Well, it's because Jones is not without his question marks. For one, he is still somewhat unproven. He only had 1 spectacular season, whereas Lawrence and Fields both have been proven passers for a few years. He wasn't highly touted out of high school and didn't start for Alabama until late in his 2nd year. And, frankly, few NFL teams selecting after Jones' hometown Jaguars and the New York Jets in this year's draft have outrageously glaring quarterback needs to the point that they'd have no chance of winning games in 2021 unless they address the position. However, you can definitely make the argument that Carolina should think quarterback in round 1, and the Washington football team might need an immediate answer at signal caller due to Alex Smith's always questionable durability in the pocket. Additionally, Jones has had some off-the-field scares, with a DUI charge in 2017 and a subsequent 1-game suspension. Granted, 2017 was a long time ago and at the end of his teenage years, but still, dropping under the influence is no laughing matter. With Mac Jones currently projected as a late first rounder, one team is undoubtedly considering taking a chance on the Heisman candidate.
The Bears.
The Bears.
The Chicago Bears, after weaseling their way into the playoffs, are currently projected to pick around the 20th spot in this year's draft. So, with Jones' question marks, should the problem-laden Bears draft him? Of course, the Bears already have a quarterback they drafted number 2 overall 4 years ago. But Mitch Trubisky has been on a downward trajectory since his 2018 Pro Bowl season. After being handed the starting job for 3 years, Trubisky entered the 2020 season in a tight battle with recently acquired Nick Foles for the starting position. He narrowly won the job and wound up throwing for a little over 2,000 yards on 67% accuracy and a decent 16 touchdowns and 8 picks. Not exactly MVP caliber numbers, but decent. Frankly, it just doesn't seem to me like Trubisky will get much better than what he has already shown. Despite leading the Bears to the playoffs twice in his 4 seasons, albeit by narrow margins, his overall career has seen him ranked 28th in QBR and in the bottom 10 in both passing touchdowns and interceptions. And he doesn't fit well into head coach Matt Nagy's West Coast college-style offense. Despite running a 4.67 40-yard dash, Trubisky only mustered 200 rushing yards this season in the run-pass option heavy offense. He threw more deep balls in 2020 than any other quarterback, yet ranked 31st in passing yards. Plus, GM Ryan Pace didn't pick up his 5th-year option, so he's an unrestricted free agent going into the spring of 2021. It seems clear that what you see is what you get with Trubisky. He'll be a middle-of-the-pack dude in the Bears' current system, and not much more. And with transitive property logic, the Bears will end up being a middle-of-the-pack team as well, that will only occasionally surprise and sneak into the playoffs' last open spot like they did this year. So, in my opinion, it seems clear that it is time to depart from the North Carolina alumnus if the Bears want to do better than consistent lackluster seasons and back-end wildcard appearances. But, is Mac Jones the right replacement? Can he solve the quarterback problems that have plagued Chicago for several years? First, let's evaluate if Jones can fit into Nagy's system. We know that Nagy runs a college-style RPO-heavy offense that loves the deep ball. Coincidentally, the defensive king Nick Saban was quoted this year as admitting that in today's college football, a good defense isn't good enough. The team needs a good offense to survive. To cope with the challenging landscape, Saban has introduced more run schemes and less drop-back passing situations to keep defenses on their toes. Sound familiar? The Bears employ a very similar strategy. And with Jones' success in the Crimson Tide system, it's not a far leap to presume he might fare better in Chicago than Trubisky. Additionally, Jones' arm strength has allowed him to lead the country in yards per attempt with 11.3. So when Nagy wants a deep ball, Jones can deliver. Mac Jones would almost certainly be a good fit for the Chicago Bears offense. However, if George McCaskey and the Bears want to learn from their previous mistakes, they have to figure out which head coach and general manager works best for the Bears. Is the answer Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy? It's too soon to tell, but that GM head coach pairing has been anything but a sure thing. The Bears have looked better down the stretch, but a 6-game losing streak early in the year saw this offense look even worse than when Lovie Smith led the charge on the sidelines. So if George McCaskey and President Ted Phillips like Mac Jones, they'll need to find a head coach that can definitely work well with Jones. Think Sean McVay and Jared Goff. And does Phillips trust Ryan Pace after the shaky decisions he's made since 2015? My point is the Bears have a lot of decisions to make, especially if they get embarrassed on Sunday to the New Orleans Saints. But it's not just about Mac Jones because the Bears have other options. With the 20th pick, Virginia Tech offensive tackle Christian Darrisaw will likely be available and could shore up Chicago's ailing offensive line. Another quarterback prospect in Florida's Kyle Trask will also likely be available, not only in the first round, but possibly in the mid-rounds as well. There's also been some talk that the Bears could look to acquire a veteran RPO-style quarterback like Teddy Bridgewater or Marcus Mariota this offseason as well. The thing is, the Bears have to be aggressive if they want to get a quarterback in the first 2 rounds. Atlanta could draft the QB of the future, and the Detroit Lions are heavily rumored to move on from Matthew Stafford in the offseason. Combine that with the San Francisco 49ers and New England Patriots not being happy with their current quarterback situations, and you have a pickle in Chicago. It's a perplexing situation where Chicago has to determine if a veteran or a rookie quarterback is the best fit for their offense of the future. However, it seems to me that A, Jones is a better athlete with a higher upside than Kyle Trask, and B, the Bears might be better off investing in their future glory than working to simply fill holes for the short term. Sure, a Mariota or a Christian Darrisaw might provide a moderate boost to an ailing team, but very rarely do veteran quarterback signings or offensive line picks convert a decent team into a great one overnight. The teams we now think of as Super Bowl contenders, like the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers, found their franchise quarterback in the draft. In fact, almost every dynasty I can think of was built on the backs of draft giants, like Tom Brady's Patriots, and even Dan Marino's Dolphins and Joe Montana's 49ers. And that brings me to my next point. While most Super Bowl champion quarterbacks are former first-rounders, you can find great ones later on in the draft. So if Ryan Pace, or the new general manager, isn't sold on Jones in the first round, there's a chance that Kyle Trask or whoever else might become their Drew Brees, Joe Montana, Russell Wilson, or Tom Brady of the future. That's because Brees, Montana, Wilson, and Brady are all non-first rounders. I don't mean to sound blasphemous by comparing Trask to Brady. All I'm saying is you don't have to reach for your signal caller. For every Josh Allen in the draft, there's a Christian Ponder, E.J. Manuel, Blaine Gabbert, and others who will doom your team's future for years because you reached for a quarterback when you could have filled another hole on your roster. So, if the Bears ever want to make the leap from good to great, they have to continue to find greatness in the draft. And how do they find that greatness in the draft? Well, it's a combination of factors. 1, going with your gut feeling. 2, evaluating what scouts tell you. 3, looking at the combine results. And 4, looking at next level statistics to see if a prospect breaks tackles, dominates from the line of scrimmage, and can get balls out quick, etc. Will Mac Jones fill all 4? It's hard to say. But with his impressive 9-star resume and likely fit into the Chicago system, I really think it'll be worth the gamble for the Bears to take a chance on the Nick Saban product. Or the Bears could stay the course and hope Trubisky magically turns into a Chicago hero. Take your pick.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics. And we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. But my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, We also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting. After high school, consider playing volleyball for Harper College. Check us out at harperhawks.net and at Facebook and Instagram at Harper Volleyball. Harper College is an excellent school, has 2-year associate degrees, plus among others a bevy of classes in the medical field. Harper Athletic Building has a world-class fitness center, upstairs running track, and attached to the athletic center is an NCH outpatient medical facility. The volleyball program is strong. It has earned their way to the national championship the last 3 of 4 years, won the volleyball national championship in 2016, and returned to the finals in 2017. You can reach the coach by going to harperhawks.net, click on Women's Volleyball, and click on Coach Vilsoet. Send an email today if you are a good volleyball player and want to continue to play volleyball in college. After high school, consider playing volleyball for Harper College. Check us out at harperhawks.net and at Facebook and Instagram at Harper Volleyball. Harper College is an excellent school, has 2-year associate degrees, plus among others a bevy of classes in the medical field, including nursing, and Harper College boasts an actual simulated hospital. Harper Athletic Building has a world-class fitness center, upstairs running track, and attached to the athletic center is an NCH outpatient medical facility. The volleyball program is strong. It has earned their way to the national tournament in the last 3 of 4 years, won the volleyball national tournament in 2016, and returned to the finals in 2017. In 2019, again at the national tournament, this time finished 6th place. Coach Bob Vilsoet has been coaching at Harper College now since 2002 and won conference 8 times, won regional title 7 times, and gone to the national tournament 7 times. He has coached 20 All-Americans. Harper College volleyball players are smart, named 7 times as Academic Teams of the Year for a high average team GPA. And there are often more opportunities to play volleyball, even on scholarship, after you've played volleyball for 2 years at Harper College than the opportunities available to you after high school. You can reach the coach by going to harperhawks.net, click on Women's Volleyball, and click on Coach Vilsoet. Send an email today if you are a good volleyball player and want to continue to play volleyball in college.
Cellini on the dig. Burzlov spikes it into the block, comes back Harper's way. Now Summers going back row, dug out by Skoglund. Froelich hammering it down. Summers there for the dig. Meyer up to Burzlov going back row. Skoglund keeps it in play. Now Haug dug out by Meyer. Udoni hammering one down. It's going backwards. 2 Ridgewater players run into each other and that'll do it. Harper College is your 2016 national champion.
3-0 was the set score, but that was a tight battle of great volleyball.
This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Second half about to get going here. 7-0. Deerfield on top of Highland Park. The rivalry is alive and well tonight at Adams Field. Great crowd on hand here, Bob, and I got to tell you, we're on the Deerfield side, and I got to hand it to the Warriors faithful. They have gone out and have gotten the Domino's Pizza. There are about 4 of them down there. They're passing it out, and that's That's a good community right there. You know, to feed each other at halftime with some pizza, Bob, you can't top that.
Well, it depends on what toppings you put on the pizza, I think.
Nah. You can't get picky in life, Bob. There's pizza. You didn't pay for it. It's being handed out. You got to come on now, Bob.
Can't beat the old fun at the ballpark, right? Yeah, I'm still amazed how many fans there are for the high schools on the sides of and how close they are and how crowded it is.
Yeah, and well, a lot of people. I mean, everyone's wearing masks out there for the record, at least that I can tell, and so people are. And there's a lot of students here too. So
who was the birthday girl?
The birthday girl is Paula Avenham, the mother of Andrew, who's out there playing defensive back for the Warriors.
Okay. I was going to ask, do we know his number? We can watch for him.
Andrew's number is 28.
Yeah. All right.
So
happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mom, indeed. And it is senior night if you're just clicking on, and thank you for doing so here at Sports Broadcasting Solutions. So there was a ceremony before the game. Senior football players, cheerleaders, band members, all bringing flowers for their parents. I think Mom more specifically, for sure. I got a little verklempt watching it. Senior night always does it for me, Bob.
Well, especially when it's your school playing.
Yeah. Well, that's not, but for me, honestly, I could be at a senior night in Botswana, and it might be a sport that I don't even know, and I would still feel it, because there's something about that passageway.
Well, and then the thing about the football season this year is the way that it had to be played in the spring, not the fall, and it's not as many games, right? So it's the seniors that lose out. But if you're in college, you get to play for this season. It doesn't count toward eligibility. So it's even more of an opportunity to be verklempt this year.
Yeah. That eligibility thing on the college side is very interesting right now. There's so many kids in the transfer portal, but that's probably a story for another time.
Yeah, that is quite the story, right? I mean, in the past, if you play 2 or 3 games, you lose your year of eligibility. But here, you play the whole, even though it's an abbreviated college season, and you get to play again. I mean, it's going to smash some career college records. The season and the stats all count.
So let's recap if you're just joining us. Highland Park completed their first pass of the night. It was a bomb down to the 10-yard line, but the Warriors defense was able to keep him out of the end zone, stopped him at the 1 on 4th down. It was 4th and goal at the 9. They got down to the 1. And Highland Park has not gotten anywhere close to scoring since then. They've threatened, but not like that. And late in this first half, the Warriors, not surprisingly, were able to spring Luke Woodson on a 9-yard run, and that gave them a 7-0 lead, which they carried to the end of the half.
Yeah,
so here we go with the third quarter, and the Warriors are going to kick off. Bob, what are some of your keys here?
Well, yeah, I give total credit to Deerfield defense on this. They obviously have to continue to shut down any running game that Highland Park has, and then obviously continue to have coverage downfield at the same time, and that's, of course, saying a lot. In the meantime, offensively, keep the clock running with their strong run game and Woodson. Highland Park, they're going to have to connect with those passes.
Highland Park has had games of, here to the kickoff, I'll pick that thought up in a second here, taken at the 4-yard line. A lot of room to run here, and then cracked down at the 22. Wow. Vince Ciori had a full head of steam there.
Yeah, they try to avoid those kinds of collisions on kickoffs, right? But he stopped them cold in his tracks with a great high arm tackle.
Shamir Wilkie is going to remember that moment when his head hits the pillow tonight. Or maybe not, actually. That was a first-rate collision. So Highland Park, as I was mentioning, they put up 58 on Main East, 47 on Niles North, lost to Vernon Hills 36-12, but this is not a team that does not score. So you would think they would get their offense going here at some point tonight. Credit the Warriors defense for being fantastic.
Well, and this is already a change. The question is, how long is that going to last? They ran this ball out of the I formation. They've been running out of the shotgun all the first half.
Excellent point, Bob. They have been in the gun all night. That was Gio Vopentesta.
So we're going to have to keep our eye on that. How long will they stay in this I formation, and then when will they go back to what they probably are used to doing, and that's playing from the shotgun.
Got a player down on the field. Trying to get a number, but our angle right now, we can't really see it.
Yeah, I like what football teams have been doing somewhat lately. They'll be in their passing formation, so the defense puts their passing team on the field. Right then, in a no-huddle situation, they switch to an I formation and just run and run and run. Then the defense can't sub.
51 is senior Nicholas Lee.
Second down, 11 to go. Highland Park at their own 21-yard line.
Got to see Nicholas on the field before the game with his folks.
Yeah, it's hard for me to judge, but he looks fine walking off, so I expect he'll be back.
Yeah, he's heading over to the bench here for a little inspection with the trainer, but I think you're going to be right about that, Bob. I expect him to be back out there as well for using my doctor talents here up in the press box. Here we go with David Crane in the gun. Looking left. Now putting his head down. Going to keep it out to the 25. Taken down by a couple of Warriors there.
Again, excellent coverage downfield from Deerfield.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Maybe Highland Park does need to dust off a running offense here.
They're going to call it 3rd and 6.
Gotta admit, you like that bell on 3rd down.
Public address man Sam Schwartz, who we interviewed on our pregame show. I'm not exactly sure how much you can hear him on the broadcast, but I'm guessing you can hear him pretty loud and clear. He's made an impact here at Adams Field, Bob.
Yes, he has.
Crane back to pass, throwing right complete. That's a first down and more out to the 40 to the 43. Big pickup for the Giants. Jaden Holtzman again, wide open, and Crane found him.
Clearly, Highland Park needs more of that. That was a well-designed pass play. You had 2 receivers trailing each other, and the receiver in the back held the defender off.
Pickup of 19 as the Giants edge their way towards midfield here. 10:35 to go, 3rd quarter.
Now, as stout as Deerfield's defense has been, short middle passes look to be open. And we'll see if Highland Park can exploit that. No more I formation at all, just that one play.
I didn't think that was going to last very long, so back in the gun. Ball's loose on the ground. Let's see. Deerfield signaling they have it. No signal from the official, and it's going to stay with Highland Park.
Well, it sure looked like Deerfield pounced on that. So if we had a replay of that, so you'll be able to replay this later at Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. If you replay the live version, it will be at YouTube at SBS live stream. If you replay the on-demand version, then it'll be uploaded probably tomorrow, and it'll be at YouTube at Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Hope you were taking notes on all of that. Crane in the gun, rolling right, looking right, under pressure, throws it away. Crane goes down, and a flag comes in late. I thought he was well outside the pocket. That would not be intentional grounding. We'll see what the officials are going to call here.
I don't know what they're going to call. Good point. I didn't think it was intentional
grounding.
They're
calling grounding.
So now you have to replay that play, right, and see where the receivers were. I wouldn't have called that.
Seems like a lot of effort, Bob. There were no receivers, but he was outside the pocket, and he was protecting himself outside the hash mark. I don't know. With 3rd and 15, they're at the 38. They got to get all the way to the 47. This could be 2-down territory here, Bob. Giants have not been excited about punting the football at all tonight. Crane in the gun. Drops it, picks it up, under pressure, rolling right, heavy pressure, and he's going to be taken down. There's that man again, Luke Woodson, the running back, linebacker, receiver. That time, doing his Lawrence Taylor back in the day act, and this is a Punting situation.
They're not even going to be able to get the ball past the first down marker on a punt, let alone a pass.
4th and a mile. 4th and 23.
Is this when you say the first down marker isn't even in the same zip code?
Man, the Warriors defense has been carrying the mail tonight.
Boy, have they ever.
Punt is away. It's going to land short. Bounces to 49, and he takes a Warriors bounce back to the 44-yard line. Great position, field position for Deerfield.
Yeah, this has been Deerfield's MO the whole entire night. They're just winning the field position battle and daring Highland Park to go up the whole entire field to score.
I'm wondering about that one. Is that not me? Okay, never mind, Bob. I'm Mark Carman here, just looking at the technical operations of Bob Vilsoet, and I should never do that. Bob, you're doing a great job. I apologize.
Actually, I like it when there's an extra pair of eyeballs watching over this. There's a lot to these broadcasts. It's a lot of fun, but there's a lot to it. You've got the graphical displays, all the connections to the cameras and the microphones. Here we've got the optical character recognition software going so we can get...
Let me just tell you something, Bob. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
Hand off and running room. Here comes Woodson to the 35 to the 33.
So as the game is wearing on, Woodson is getting better.
Yeah,
he started to get a lot more yards in the second quarter. Now here in the third quarter.
It's a great point, Bob. It was 1 yard and a cloud of
rubber pellets
for a long time, and he broke free at the end of the first half, and your eyes are not deceiving you, by the way, that is the same 22 on offense and on defense. Luke is making an impact tonight, as he always does.
I don't know who we're going to
lay it back to pass, throwing deep down the left side. He's got his match. Oh my! Luke Jones dropped a touchdown. Man, he had 2 steps on the giant defender.
And a perfectly thrown ball.
Incredible throw by Layette right there, and that one hurts. There's just no doubt about it.
This is one of those cases where I just got to say that Deerfield runs the ball a lot, and perhaps Jones doesn't get that many opportunities to catch the ball downfield. That was right in his hands.
Jacques Marks, I believe, was on the coverage there, and he was toasted. But here we go, 2nd and 10. This time handoff right side. Somebody different this time, but a little pep to the step. Chris Dawson gets a carry.
Yeah. Well, 3rd down at about 6 or 7. It's in 4-down territory here. They won't punt from here, you wouldn't think. The kicking, the field goal is probably a little out of range. So
yeah, I don't think they've got the 49-yard field goal in the arsenal here. Bob, you're spot on that.
So at the end of the game, I don't know who we're going to get a chance to talk to, but Woodson, the running back, would be a great choice.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would, Bob.
You never know who the coach is going to give us, though.
Back to pass. Pass is deflected, and it's going to sail incomplete out of bounds.
Good thing it was incomplete out of bounds. He was well covered on that play. So 4th down, go for the bomb in the end zone again. I think I would come back to a similar play like that as opposed to a 6-yard gain for a 1st down. You got Highland Park backed up to the 30 if you give it up on downs.
Yeah, I think you're thinking more about getting yourself to that 24-yard line, not to quibble with your football IQ here, Bob, but I don't think they're going to the end zone here.
Well, the Highland Park defenders are deep enough.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Layette back to pass, looking left side to the 10-yard line, and this time, did he hold on? He did not.
Oh, wow.
Man, back-to-back drops for Jones.
Just call me Tony Romo.
That one was in his hands. I think you got to give credit to the defender on that one. The first one was a straight drop. That one, I think, did get deflected out of his hands.
It's tough to catch the ball when you're turning backwards. and you got the defender in your face. But again, it was a pretty well thrown ball into the corner. Touchdown, or at least it would have been down at the 2 or 3 yard line.
Jones came over and kind of sat down on the, well, not kind of, he sat down on the bench and slammed his helmet down. Coaches are coming over, give him a pat, so are his teammates. Nothing you can do in life in that situation other than go forward, right?
Well, and run that play again a couple more times. I mean, let's face it, that was 2 almost completions.
That's not to say that it's easy to do, but that's what you got to do. Handoff up the middle. Pickup of a couple. Volpen Testa.
So Highland Park now has to open up their running game and gain yards on the ground and then play action the ball downfield. That would be my choice.
Now I don't want to say this game would have been over if you complete
a
couple of those passes, but it would have felt pretty daunting for the Giants. They got to feel very fortunate right now. Crane back to pass, rolling right under pressure again, gets rid of it, this time incomplete. And Volpen Testa again, the intended receiver.
Here again, absolutely tremendous defense from Deerfield. The receivers were covered downfield, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with it.
Crane has had moments where he's had time tonight, and he's also had moments where he has been under heavy fire. Here's 3rd and 7. 35-yard line. Crane, handoff. Volpen Testa to the 40, to the 43. That's going to be a first down. Big pickup of 8 on 3rd down.
That's what Highland Park needs to do. They need to dust off this running game and move the chains. They're only down a score. They've got plenty of time in the game.
There is a long way to go here, no doubt about it. 6:58, 3rd quarter.
And the quarterback is superb. This needs open receivers.
So the ball at the 43.
Hey, we see another I formation. Second one of the half.
There we go. Highland Park doing a whole bunch of stuff tonight. Indeed, the I formation here. Volpen Testa has it up the middle, a little bit of room. Pickup of 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7, ball at the 46.
So 3 yards, some rubber pellets. Keep it up.
They're listening to you, Bob.
Well, they must be watching us on YouTube.
Sports Broadcast Solutions appreciates all your support tonight. 6:13 left here. 44. Vince Scaroni coming back in for the Warriors. Back in the gun. Running back to the right of Crane. Volpen Testa has it, cuts back, and lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1. I'll give it to him. 3rd and 6. So
I'm speaking for Highland Park here, but I think they think they're in 4-down territory the rest of the game just about. So I think they'll throw, but I think I would run it twice in a row.
I think you're right, Bob. And Volpen Testa getting the ball a whole lot more. Scarione was coming off the field, now going back on the field.
Wide receivers lined up off sides. There he goes. We have a great angle of that.
1 receiver, the far side of the field, 2 in front of us. Handoff is going to maybe pick up 2. We're going to have 4th down.
Again, Deerfield's defense is just too stout. I think you got to punt now. You didn't get enough yards on that run. Let's see what Highland Park does.
Well, here comes your 2-down/4-down territory here. They're at midfield. They're definitely going to go here. 4th and 3.
I think it looks to me like they're still debating.
I'm going to crawl inside the head of head coach David Lindquist and tell you, Bob, they are not debating anything other than what play they're going to run here.
Okay.
This is a... now we're going to get a timeout.
Highland Park timeout.
Timeout on the field here at Adams Field. 7-0. the Warriors over the Giants. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, you can find this game on YouTube at SBS Livestream. Again, that's SBS Livestream. For a live stream right now and a video on demand afterwards.
Well, that was very nice of our guy Sam. Appreciate it, buddy. We're going to be back on the field in a second here.
Well, that was our commercial break.
Yeah, that was Sam promoting us. Checks in the mail, my friend. We appreciate it. Everybody has been incredibly supportive, and we are thrilled to be out here tonight.
Nothing like the Friday night lights, right? Just like the TV.
No doubt about it. It's been a minute for me since doing high school football.
No, we had grass fields in high school, and they didn't look this nice. We were talking about that when we were doing the soccer broadcast at Elk Grove. These, turf fields, it's not, I guess, technically AstroTurf. They get a beating from all the teams that practice on them.
The economics make sense for it, but I get the old school desire for grass.
Right, so third I formation here.
4th and 3, big play right here. Giants got to get to the 47. And a whistle.
A timeout.
Oh, no. It's going to be encroachment on Deerfield.
Oh, my goodness.
The Giants sideline jumping up and down made it obvious that it was against the Warriors.
Yeah, on defense, except for that long bomb that they gave up, that was the biggest mistake Deerfield's made, and it's only a 5-yard mistake, but it still is the first down.
Giants move the chains via the Warriors jumping off sides. They'll take it any way they can get it, I guess. You do not love that, obviously, if you are Steve Winecki, the head coach of the Warriors, who's also a physics teacher at Deerfield High School. Did you take physics too, Bob?
I did, and that got my SAT score higher.
There you go.
They put physics
Handoff
questions.
open test up the middle. He picks up 3. Now tell me, please.
Yeah, sorry. They put physics questions on the SAT or on the ACT test.
Okay.
And so if you take physics before you take the ACT test, you will get a higher score.
Those were some of the questions that I missed on the ACT test. 2nd and 7. Ball's on the. Ball's at the 42. Again, the I formation. Giants grinding through this third quarter. Handoff up the middle. Make that off left tackle. Pickup of 2. Volpen Testa getting a rest there as Evan Bloom gets a carry.
I like this running game, though. They're steadily moving downfield, whereas the passing, eventually they'd get the 4th down, incomplete, and have to kick. So I like this. Now, they're only 3 yards, 4 yards maybe from the first down here, so you get 2 yards on each run, and you move the chains again.
That is the math. Now, Highland Park is taking a while to get their plays in here. It cost them a timeout last time. Who knows what the consequences of that will be in the fourth quarter. We'll see.
I formation again.
Crane on the gun, handoff, and running room, first down and a little bit more. Giants continue to move it here. That was Jaden Holtzman up the gut.
Measure or call it short? Oh, there you go.
First and 10 at the 35.
Now, let's assume Highland Park gets downfield at the beginning of the fourth quarter on this very same drive. Now, do you go for 2 or gamble on your kicker?
We got to stay in the moment. I can't get that far ahead.
Well, I have a coach mind, right? You have to think
ahead.
Yeah,
right. That's why you won a national championship at Harper College on the volleyball court. I'm going to stay in the moment here. First and 10 at the 35. Crane, handoff. Room to run off the left side once again. Holtzman getting back-to-back carries.
Yep, this is what Highland Park needs to do more of.
Down to the 29-yard line.
So to stop this, Deerfield is a clever defense too. They're smart, they're stout, right? They're going to have to bring somebody down, I think, to stop these runs, which will open up something in a play-action pass.
I was talking with the Giants coaches before the game, and they were basically saying that you were going to see a whole lot of everything from the Giants tonight, and we are seeing the run game right now. Handoff again. Holtzman off the left side. And he gets down to the 25. I think that's going to be enough for a first down there, or is it going to be just short?
Yeah, but this isn't 3 yards.
Wow, just short.
Okay. This isn't 3 yards in a cloud of pellets. This is 5 yards in a cloud of pellets every time. So they should easily get this first down. But again, they got to go right up the middle. I formation right up the middle, same running back.
3rd and 1.
Deerfield with just 3 down linemen.
Giants going to keep it on the ground. Ooh, Volpatesta, I think he's going to be short.
Yep, excitement. 4th down.
Warrior tackler Chris Dawson amongst at least one other Warrior. So now a legit 1 yard to get. And this is
like a first play of the game, so to speak. It's too early for a play of the game, but it's a play of the game.
Giants have been running off the left guard here this entire drive. Do they vary from it here or go right back to it after on that play losing a yard? We shall see. There's that I formation. Volpin to the short man. Oh, we got another jump.
Let's see if it was a jump or
I think that was
offside.
on the Giants. I saw the Giants jump. We'll see what happens here. And Highland Park is acting like it's on them. And there it is.
Oh, that's huge.
So bring it back to 5 yards. It's going to be 4th and 6. And the ball will be marked at the 36-yard line. 31-yard line, excuse me.
Well, that changes a lot. Now you're 4th and 6 instead of 4th and an inch.
I think you're back in the gun and you're going to allow yourself to see the arm of David Crane here. We shall see.
Well, and it won't be a play act. I mean, play action isn't going to fool anybody.
Crane and Geed in that gun. Volpin in motion to the slot. Snap to Crane, looking right, quick pass is over the head and incomplete. Intended for Jaden Holtzman. That was the Warriors get off the field, and that's going to bring us to the 4th quarter here. As the 12 minutes to play, Warriors 7, the Giants nothing. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, back with the 4th quarter.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. Other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world.
Fourth quarter, here we go. Deerfield will have the football on their own 31.
Far be it for me to second guess the play call, but I like it better when the quarterback throws. Deerfield begins the drive, 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Now Deerfield has a chance to run a lot of clock before Highland Park gets a final shot at this.
I was surprised the Giants did not let that 4th down play develop just a little bit more, but onward we move. Pass slung out, complete. Pickup of a couple here as the Warriors start with lay it to Pomerantz for 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
Two things they need to accomplish here. First, they need to run clock. Second
That giant drive took up close to all of the third quarter. I think Deerfield had the ball, one time in the third? So we sped up the game a lot there in that third quarter, as we'll see. Lance pass complete to the 38, to the 39. Close to a first down. Call it 6. They're calling it 3rd and 1.
It brings up 3rd and 1 Deerfield at the 40-yard line.
Highland Park absolutely has to stop this first down so they can get the ball back.
I wouldn't necessarily call it must-stop territory. It certainly would be nice, though. Woodson is my bet right here, and he has it. Cuts back. First down and more to the 45, to the 47, maybe the 48. A lot of room to run once he cut it back.
Mark of a good running offense, right? When you need the yards, you get those yards.
Yeah. It's interesting, too. Woodson was getting the ball play after play after play. He's getting it less now, but he's making a bigger impact. Every time he touches it, it seems like he's picking up a first down. Clock rolling here, 10 to go in the fourth quarter. Warriors 1st and 10 at their own 48 as they edge towards midfield. Lay it back to pass under pressure, gets rid of it. It's going to be short. And that was fortunate as Shamir Wilkie was hanging out. If he had perhaps stepped up just a little bit here, that could have been a turnover. Warriors will keep it, though, 2nd and 10. Well, if you're just joining us, Deerfield got on the board just before the end of the first half, and that is all the scoring tonight. Giants threatened on their first drive. First pass was a bomb down to the 10-yard line. They couldn't punch it in. And here we are. Pass again, slung out to Pomerantz left side to the 50, to the 45, first down.
Yeah, we've seen that play a couple times, and it's been very effective. Screen pass all the way to the sideline and a straight sprint.
Giants giving some cushion. The Warriors taking advantage. Clock stops here, 9:51 to go.
Getting a 12 on the play, 1st and 10 Deerfield at the Highland Park 41.
And the Warriors now taking time as they come over to their bench. Or maybe they're just all coming over to have a little chat. Not exactly sure.
Yeah, I did not see a timeout get called.
A lot going on both sidelines tonight.
Well, 9:51, the clock not running.
David Lindquist, the Highland Park coach, was out towards midfield at one point looking for some clarity on a call. And right now we have the Warriors all heading over to their sideline on the near side of the field. And here we go. 1st and 10. Snap to lay it up the middle. Room to run out to the 30, inside the 30 to the 28. Luke Woodson. Bob, come with me and just talk about every time he touches the football right now. It's big chunks.
Yeah, and just like you said, the first down.
That's a day of 13. Good for Warrior. First down. 1st and 10 Deerfield at the Highland Park 28-yard line.
Well, the game's not over yet, and you can't really pick player of the games before the games are over, but this is the candidate I would pick.
He's been outstanding. There's no doubt about it. First down. Fake the handoff to Woodson. Lay it rolling left under pressure. Throws it out of bounds. There was an intended receiver. Luke Jones was in the neighborhood, so that'll play. 2nd and 10. Still a one-score game. The Warriors definitely getting in field goal range here, and they're not afraid to try it.
Well, a field goal would almost ice the game, too, if they can just get a little bit closer. Highland Park would have to score twice, and Deerfield's defense has just been proven to be pretty stout.
Yes, it definitely feels daunting for the Giants right now if you give up a score here. The Warriors trying to put this one out of reach. Lay in the gun. Looking right, throwing left. It's a little screen pass to Johnson, and he'll stay in bounds and get himself down to the 20.
You know, those little things. He could have gone out of bounds, and he stayed in. Another 30 seconds on the clock are going to go by. They get that field goal. Highland Park's going to have a tough time coming back.
Christopher Dawson coming back in for the Warriors. Andrew Bender coming back in.
And I think he had that ball in with one hand.
So let's give some love to the Warrior offensive line up front. Zachary Scher and James Lindquist all creating some space tonight. In the gun, lay it, hands off. Moving left to the 10 to the 9-yard line.
What a fabulous game he's having.
He has done it all tonight, Bob.
First down goal to go Deerfield at the Highland Park 9.
The force is with you, Luke. He has been... Yoda has been in his ear. He's deep in the backfield right now behind Layette. Layette hands it to him. Woodson looking this time the left side.
Well, I can't imagine right now Deerfield doing anything different than continuing to run. You just don't want to risk an interception or a strip sack. Just keep it on the ground and then get that field goal or the touchdown, whichever works.
2nd and 7, clock rolling here. And if you are the Giants right now, you are trying everything you can to strip that football. You do not have the luxury of being the least bit conservative here. 7:20. Layette in the gun. Woodson to his left. Hands it to him, angling right, caught in the backfield. Giants were there, and then some.
Luke Woodson taken down behind the line of scrimmage by Jaden Holtzman.
So I don't know.
With help of Nate Cohen.
Holtzman, Cohen, and company right there.
Yeah, so I'm thinking you.
On the play, 3rd and 11. After 3rd and goal at the 11.
I'm thinking you send Woodson to the right, and then quarterbacks, sneak to the left.
Little misdirection.
Yeah.
On 3rd and 11.
Yeah, do not pass, and the draw play won't work.
We've not seen a field goal come close to going through the uprights tonight, so I'm not sure how confident.
Have an extra point.
That's true. That's true.
And that was an excellent.
And that was an excellent extra point.
Yeah. So Deerfield has a kicking game.
They use a different kicker for the extra point. They're looking for the left corner of the end zone. It's going to be overthrown, incomplete. It was intended for Luke Jones.
Well, that was absolutely a Trubisky 3rd down pass.
Don't say that name, Bob. And don't say Andy Dalton either.
Yeah, we had the Sports Broadcast Solutions Mac Jones video playing earlier, right? But he probably won't be available by the time the Bears pick.
I don't think so.
Every time you turn up, Jones is getting drafted higher. This is a game-sealing kick.
29-yarder. There's still time. Kicker for the Warriors, Hudson Sherwood, lining it up here from 29. Ooh, bad snap. Picked up, looking for the end zone. Can he get there? No, he cannot.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
I thought he was going to get there.
Luke Woodson picked up a bad snap. And the Giants are alive. Wow, the Warriors nearly got bailed out there.
I know you can all hear the PA announcer, and the PA announcer said that was a fake, but it looked to me like a fumbled snap.
I'm not sure if it was a bad snap or if he just dropped it. But either way,
well, yeah, but it didn't look like a fake to me. It looked like a
it
broken play.
it definitely wasn't a fake.
Yeah.
But the ball's going to be spotted at the 2-yard line. 6:21 to go here.
But talk about a reprieve for Highland Park. I mean, sure, you got 99 yards to go here, but they have a fantastic offense. Just hasn't been able to move the ball against Deerfield today. But now
all you could ask if you were the Giants is one more shot at it, and
they
they're
sure got it.
And they're getting it right here.
So they'll probably pass all the way downfield would be my guess now.
Highland Park begins their drive 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
And there won't be any punts.
Still a ton of time here. 6:21 is an eternity to go down the field.
What a great game we're seeing, though, huh?
Absolutely. 7-0. The Warriors defense has to do it one more time, can they? They're lobbing it down, and that's going to be incomplete. On the coverage there was Cooper Venamore.
He had perfect position. Human roadblock. Perfect position to prevent that receiver from getting that ball. The receiver had to go through him to get to it.
If you hear our public address announcer tonight and myself not saying the name of number 4, it's because number 4 is not listed on the roster. So we would love to be able to say number 4's name, but unfortunately do not know who that is. But he's been all over the field. 2nd and 10. Crane back. No, that's a handoff. I got fooled on that one. Volpin Testa picks up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
And that brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this is tough if they don't make it.
They've got 6 to go at the 6.
Boy, if they don't make it, they give up the ball either by a punt or a 4th down play.
Well, let's see what they do. Yeah, let's see what they do here on 3rd and 6. It is definitely time for David Crane to find an open target or for that Giant offensive line to create some running room. Crane rolling right's going to throw. He's looking, and he's got it. Great pass on the run. Jaden Holden. Holtzman has been his guy when he's been in trouble all night, Bob.
Yeah, and that was that rollout right we were talking about earlier when they needed to score. So they needed this 1st down, which was almost as equivalent to scoring, to get this ball out of the out of the first 4th down territory there.
18-yard line with 5:30. Clock moving slowly here. Giants have not had it even for a minute as they've been putting it in the air and going out of bounds here. Handoff this time to Holtzman, and he's going to get cut down before the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss of a couple.
Yeah, those interior linemen for Deerfield have been outstanding today.
And that's a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down, 12 to go. Highland Park at their own 16.
So 2nd and 12 at the 16. Clock rolling, 5:06. Crane in the gun. Crane throwing right. It's complete. Ball was a little bit short. That's going to be a completion, but it would have been a bunch more as there was some running room available. Max Maurer with the catch.
That's a tough one because the receiver goes down on one knee, which makes the play dead. He catches the ball. He can't get up and run. But if you don't go down on one knee, maybe you don't make that catch.
Right.
Gain of 6 on the play, and that brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, it had 1st down written all over it if he could just gotten up or not went to one knee in the first place.
3rd and 4, 4:08 left. Crane looking right, looking left, going down the middle. Pass is deflected. Oh, turn your head, and that could have been an interception. Maurer had no chance at it, but
what I didn't like on that play call was that all 3 receivers looked like they were deep downfield. Where was the outlet? That looked like a play he needed to dump off someplace.
Christopher Dawson if he had turned around, had a great chance at that one. But a lot going on in the field. 4th and 4 with the ball at the 24.
Another play of the game situation here. Now it's also the ball's on the right hash mark.
Exactly.
So it hurts the roll rights.
Exactly.
There's not enough field. So again, maybe a run left on third down, so you give yourself more space on the right.
Giants are back to punt here. Is this a fake?
Oh,
this
think
is interesting.
Luke Jones to receive.
And it's not a fake. They are kicking. All right. Ball's going to be caught at the 49. Dancing left and right, but then getting taken down was Luke Jones.
It never occurred to me that Highland Park would actually punt in that spot, but that was a good call to make. Now Highland Park has 2 timeouts left, so you stuff them once, get the punt back.
I love that call if you're the Deerfield Warriors. You just got the football back. You're at midfield. You've got complete control of the game right now.
Well, you need what, 1 first down, maybe 2?
Couple of first downs would do it here, but even 1 and then a punt might suffice.
I like it though. You don't make that first down right then and there on the short side of the field, you've lost the game. So here Highland Park still feels like they're in it. So 1 score is very likely to win this game today.
Hard to believe. The Warriors, this is also a team that's put up a bunch of points. They walloped Maine West 35-6. They blasted Maine East 48-0. And then they lost their 1 game to Vernon Hills, who also beat Highland Park, and that was a 19-6 game. Handoff up the middle, Dawson for maybe 1.
So a little bit of housekeeping here. We've got 119 people watching.
No gain on the play. Second down, 10 to go for the Warriors at the Highland Park 48.
So maybe a couple, 2 or 3 of you can hit the like button.
Thank you. We do appreciate any likes. Thank you. Good way to ask for things in life, Bob. Bottom line, we appreciate you putting on the broadcast tonight. 7-0. Warriors with 3:13 to go. Second, and they still call it 10. Luke Johnson left side.
Luke Woodson, the ball carrier.
And I just called Luke Woodson Luke Johnson. I apologize to the Woodson family.
You had me scared there. I thought I was calling them by the wrong name all night.
These things happen. Shocking to myself. I am this close to being perfect. All right, so 2 runs here have done nothing. 2:43 clock rolling. I'm assuming you don't do anything but what you've done in downs 1 and 2, but maybe
I keep the ball on the ground. You just don't want the interception. The pick 6 costs you the game.
Lay it in the gun. Johnson behind him.
I can't believe he
swing it out left side. Luke Jones for a first down and more, Bob.
Tony Romo would not have approved. But what that does do, though, is 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go, first down, and Highland Park does not have enough timeouts. So if Highland Park ever does get the ball, it's going to be less than a minute.
It was an opportunity to go for the win, and that's what the Warriors did, and the clock now rolling underneath 2 minutes.
Yeah, I guess you call that going for the jugular, right?
It's the way to... Sometimes in life you got to be all in, Bob. Right?
Deerfield sure felt that way.
We're going to try to get Luke Woodson up here, by the way, in the postgame. We will be efforting some Warriors as Woodson gets it here with nice cut back up the middle. Inside the 35 to the 34.
Tackled by Bennett Crane, and a timeout called by Highland Park. Second of the half.
So the Giants calling their second timeout. They've got 1 left. And
the play good for a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6 at the 34 when play resumes.
I know that 1 more first down would officially make it all over, but do they even need to get another first down, Bob? You got the math on this?
I haven't done the math, but I would say if they could probably get the ball, give away the ball at about 20 seconds or something. What can Highland Park do with that?
Not a whole lot. That is an excellent point. But
giving it up at all is not what you want to do. I'll go on the record here and say I think Deerfield's going to hold the ball till the end.
The Giants' path to victory right now feels like a turnover, strip, pick it up and run to daylight.
Yeah, what a defensive effort today from Deerfield.
No question about it.
And the good thing about having Woodson up here is you can ask him about the offense, and then you can ask him about that defense.
Deerfield at the 38. Resume play.
He'll know all about both.
Handoff, Woodson to the 30-yard line. Still big burst of speed there.
A tackle by Nick Cohen, and a timeout called by Highland Park, their third and final of the half.
So last time out in 3rd and 3.
Well, you know they'll just run up the gut either once or twice. Once more will get the clock under 30. Twice, well, under a minute I meant to say. Twice, well, maybe 40 seconds.
Since we mentioned it earlier and we have a second of time, Zach Levine finished tonight with 50. But the Bulls did lose to the Hawks 120-108.
So Zach Levine scores 50 points and the Hawks the Hawks beat the Bulls. Oh my goodness.
Happened a lot back in the day, Bob. Mike would put up big numbers, and
yeah, the one I remember is when he put up 63 against Boston in that playoff game and still lost in 2 overtimes?
135-131 Sunday afternoon in Boston Garden.
And you even remember the score. Oh my.
Can you name the guard that started next to Jordan in the backcourt in that game?
You know, all I remember is Orlando Rulwich being a major part of the Bulls at that time period.
Orlando was there.
The other forward.
R.I.P. Orlando was a phenomenal player. Can you tell me who the Bulls got for Orlando Rulwich when they traded him to the New Jersey Nets?
That I don't know, but I would guess not enough.
They did get the number 6 overall pick, but they used it on Stacey King.
Oh, yeah, right. Who's one of the Bulls?
Does a great announcer. As a player, he's a great announcer.
I really like him as an announcer.
He's phenomenal as an announcer.
And he played the game, so he's got so much insight.
Here we go, 3rd and 3. Woodson cutting left, reaching for it. I think he's got it. And that will do it, Bob.
Yep, we'll have a couple of knees and then the game.
Wow.
Well, we have to give the MVP to Woodson. That's absolutely for sure. Hopefully we get a chance to speak to him or at least somebody after the game.
Well, I will head on down and drag somebody up here. We will, and I'm sure they would love to.
Yep. So in other words, stay with us after the game.
Bob, why don't you leave the booth right now? Just walk on out to midfield there and tell Luke that we need him to talk to the Warrior faithful. One knee, and I think one more is needed, and then it's going to be a night of football in the books. Senior night here at Adams Field. The Warriors are going to pull this one off 7-0 as they improve to 3-1. They got Niles North next week, and the Giants will fall to 2-2. Up next for them is Maine West. Congratulations to Deerfield. Winners tonight, 7-0.
A well-played game.
Bob, it was fun.
All right, we're going to run down and try to get Woodson.
We'll
be back.
We'll be coming on back here with our post-game show. The Warriors take it 7-0. Thank you for watching. Stick around. It's Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Yep. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and it's goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. After high school, consider playing volleyball for Harper College. Check us out at harperhawks.net and at Facebook and Instagram at Harper Volleyball. Harper College is an excellent school, has 2-year associate degrees, plus among others a bevy of classes in the medical field. Harper Athletic Building has a world-class fitness center, upstairs running track, and attached to the athletic center is an NCH outpatient medical facility. You can reach the coach by going to harperhawks.net, click on Women's Volleyball, and click on Coach Vilsoet. Send an email today if you are a good volleyball player and want to continue to play volleyball in college. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. After high school, consider playing volleyball for Harper College. Check us out at harperhawks.net and at Facebook and Instagram at Harper Volleyball. Harper College is an excellent school, has 2-year associate degrees, plus among others a bevy of classes in the medical field. Harper Athletic Building has a world-class fitness center, upstairs running track, and attached to the athletic center is an NCH outpatient medical facility. The volleyball program is strong. It has earned their way to the national championship the last 3 or 4 years, won the volleyball national championship in 2016, and returned to the finals in 2017. You can reach the coach by going to harperhawks.net, click on Women's Volleyball, and click on Coach Vilsoet. Send an email today if you are a good volleyball player and want to continue to play volleyball in college.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world.
I could sit. I'll sit. Here we go. Let's sit.
Yeah. That churning out there, I totally get it. Good to go whenever, gentlemen.
Let me know, Bob. Yeah? All right, post-game show rolls on your Sports Broadcast Solutions. Luke Woodson, if somebody told you before the game that this was going to be a 7-0 affair, what would you have said?
I mean, rivalry match, it's always low scoring. I mean, this is our third time holding them to 0 points in a row. So, I mean, we knew kind of our motto on defense, if our offense scores a point, we're winning the game. You know, we're getting a stop every time. They're not scoring on us. So, I mean, our defense played a hell of a game. Our offense, we came up short on a couple drives, but I think other than that, we had a pretty good game. Both sides of the ball. We fought pretty hard. And, you know, senior night, I mean, good win for the seniors, honestly.
Yeah, and you started out getting the ball a ton, and it was tough going, and then all of a sudden in the second half, it seemed like you just found a bunch of running room. Things seemed to open up for you.
I think our O-line definitely, I mean, all the credit in the world, our O-line really stepped it up late. It made my job easier late. I think in the first couple runs, I missed a couple holes that I had. You know, I talked to my coach on the sideline, and we talked up front. We figured it all out, and we were able to get a push up front. You know, big credit to the O-line getting us a push, making my life easier. I mean, on my touchdown run, I had one guy to make miss, and it was because of the O-line doing their job.
You also got to the quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, defense is definitely – our defense, we just fly around. We had fun tonight. It's a good game, you know. When our guys up, like even on defense, if we all just stick to our job, it makes my life easier, it makes Dawson's life easier. It just makes us able to fly around. And our guys up front, we were taking on double teams and freeing up gaps for us, which really helped.
More fun getting in the end zone or taking down the quarterback?
I think getting in the end zone today, I mean, if it was, 0-0 game, definitely getting in the end zone was fun. But, I mean, getting into the quarterback's also a great feeling, especially on a third down or something, getting a stop like that. It's fun to do.
When you think about playing, outside of Deerfield down the line, do you see yourself on either side of the ball?
I think, the coaches I've talked to, I may play inside backer here, but, because of size and my speed and stuff like that, I'd probably move to strong safety. That's what I've talked to coaches about, playing DB or something like that. But getting in the box from strong safety, being able to cover, sack the quarterback still. That's probably where I think I could play, or outside backer also. I definitely would like to play on the offensive side of the ball, but I think I'm strongest on the defensive side of the ball.
Word on the street, too, is you're a pretty good point guard.
Yeah, we had a good basketball season this year. Basketball's fun. Looking forward to senior year. We good 2 seasons on varsity, so, yeah, it's pretty good.
Did you think at one point that this season was never going to happen?
Our culture, we talked over the summer. Every day we came here, we thought we were playing in this fall. No one doubting it. We all were just ready to go play in the fall. And right when it got canceled in the fall, we have meetings all the time, and you just got to stay positive. If we could have easily just been like, all right, screw it, we're not playing. People put their heads down, get disengaged. But we were all off season, even when they canceled in the fall and they told us that we were going to play in the spring. It was just, now we got to get ready for the spring. We had meetings, guys staying in the playbook, so we know our stuff, so we're able to execute. So, that our positive attitude to just stay with it the whole year. So that's why we've been able to have some success.
3-1. Any goals the rest of the way here?
Definitely finish strong. I think we're at Niles North next week. We got to play hard. They're a good football team. They're getting better every year. We just got to keep playing. We got to just do our job, and we'll be able to find success and finish off the season hard.
Last one here. You're a junior, but you see a bunch of your senior guys out there tonight. Senior night. Any emotions going on?
Yeah, pregame. We were watching our seniors walk out, and it's like, damn, this is really gonna be us in 6 months now or something like that. Because we got our season's almost over, and then we're starting up our next season, and that kind of just is like, wow. We just gotta enjoy every moment. We got 2 more games, a couple weeks off. We're back in the summer. We just gotta, enjoy every moment, because it's gonna be over soon. I'm playing with my guys since first grade, and it's gonna be tough letting them go.
Since first grade, that is awesome. Yeah. Luke Woodson, you had a phenomenal game tonight. You've had a phenomenal season. You had a phenomenal career. Big things coming for you going forward. So just head down, keep going for it, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate you guys.
Deerfield 7, Highland Park nothing. That'll wrap it up tonight. Thank you so much for watching. It's a phenomenal night here on senior night. And, yes, we will see you next time. Congratulations to the Warriors.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions